Boop boop boom 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 boom. Hello. Hi, welcome to umineko stream. Yay! I'm not excited. I'm kind of excited. Streams, it's hard to stream these days. Not mentally, but like physically. It's hard to get here and like be chill about it and just stream. Yeah, and probably this stream not gonna be this long. It's gonna be like 2 hours max. I know it's usually not that longer than 2 hours, but you know, I'm trying to do what I can. I have nothing to tell you. Oh, I have something to tell you, but it's some inherent shit. I don't know if I wanna go into this. So, on 19th of January, I had the worst day in my life. I was so afraid for my fucking life. I was shaking from fear, and I also throw up from fear. Yep. I can actually tell you like why I was so afraid about my life, because it would make circumstances of my already kind of fucked up and hard life even worse, but I cannot tell you about it. You know, I'm a different person now. I'm a more traumatized person now, so it's hard not to talk about it. Oh! Also, because I'm now really shaken from event that happened to me on Friday. Oh, also Pomo graduated on this day, so I couldn't watch Pomo because something bad was happening to me. So after this, after, you know, the events went, the Token is so hard. I should stream more so it wouldn't be this hard. After something bad happened to me, I went back and watched Pomo's final stream, the one with collapse, and I was just bawling my eyes out. Well, and I shit on people, and last time I shit on people who like over emotional about VTuber graduating, but holy fuck, I was like, oh no, Pomo's graduating, this is so upsetting, and I was totally crying because of Pomo and not because of some other issues. Yeah, I'm really upset about Pomo's graduation. She's awesome, I really liked her. Oh well, I hope she's gonna come back in some other form. It's not last that we hear from Pomo, I hope. What I was talking about? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Blah blah blah, Minhera stuff, Pomo graduation. I forgot. Oh, I remembered! Because of bad things, my sleeping schedule is now normal. For some reason, I can fall asleep normally now. I'm not insomniac anymore. I temporarily healed. So instead of waking up like hour or two earlier than stream starts, I woke up like 6 hours earlier today and eat my breakfast, eat my lunch, drink bunch of tea. Super healthy, such a healthy person. I don't know, I don't have anything to talk about. Oh, I do have something. I was watching Serial Experiments Lane. I'm almost finished it. I watched like 7 episodes in Japanese. And the problem with Serial Experiments Lane is that the more coherent show becomes, the less I like it. Some weird sound in the background, okay. You probably can hear it. That's for the best. At first I really liked how Serial Experiments Lane started, but then it was going on and on and on, and I was like, well, I'm still interested. It goes on a lot of interesting subjects like ego death and laws of identity and stuff like this. It's cool and fun and kind of phantasmagorical in a sense. But the more you talk about lore and shit, the less fun it is for me for some reason. Also, first couple of episodes of Lane seem for me like it could be an equalization of some old school... Oh, a second. Sorry. My dad gave me a tangerine. I can eat it right now. Oh, my dad gave me a tangerine. All my daddy issues is healed. Holy hell. Live on stream. What the fuck is wrong with this tangerine? He probably stole it somewhere. What a loser. Okay, I should not eat it. I'm sorry. Oh, I just got a little bit agitated. Serial Experiments Lane. Cool. That's it. Sorry. Oh, nothing is coherent with me. Everything sucks. I'm out of practice. I should stream more. She said. So says Mr. Stewart. Okay, whatever. Let's just read umineko. What's going on, umineko? There is Erika Furuda is a detective character. She investigates murder of somebody. Do we have that character marked in character sheet? Oh, we do. So Jessica, George, Maria, Rosa, and Genji died. And Rosa... Corpse discovered in the cousin's room on the upper floor of a guest house. Okay, she was with them. Okay, so Rosa, Maria, George, and Jessica all died in a guest house. In the cousin's room. And Butler went to them and didn't notice it first, and then he noticed it in the morning. But as some time came by, flows by. I'm not having it today. You heard it, fellas. Healthy meal doesn't help with being a better streamer. I'm a mess. Oh. Nah, it's fine. I'll just read it. Who cares? Natsuki gripped the receiver so hard it creaked. Oh, Natsuki got another phone call from her son, who's not actually here. Probably. Current track, Suspicious Scent. Great title track. Episode 5, Chapter 10, Morning of a Tragedy. How many chapters here? 18? 17? Something like that. I wanted you to leave your seat so that I could set up the party. I got a notification from somewhere. I'm not gonna look at it. Thanks to you for being Thanks to you behaving yourself, everything's ready now. Of course you're the main guest, mother. What are you planning to do? It's for you to look forward to. Don't worry, I won't keep you waiting. It's already begun. Oh, that's right. Wait a sec. There is someone I want to hear. Huh? What? There was a sound of a receiver being jolted around. The phone was apparently being passed to someone else, but there was a clucking, clattering noise, as though it was taking a lot of effort to hand the receiver over. Who in the world was he giving phone to? From what Natsuki knew of this man, no matter who he was giving the phone to, it couldn't be the good news for her. Untie me! You coward! Huh? Dear? Is this you? Great sounds. Untie me, untie me! It was without a doubt the voice of your husband. However, he didn't respond to Natsuki's voice. Perhaps he was bound somewhere in the darkness. Kraus, not realizing that Natsuki was on the other end of a phone, repeatedly demanded that to be untied. Your husband's here. His eyes and ears are covered, so he can talk. But I think he can tell that he's in perfect health. What are you after? Let my husband go. I'll let him go tomorrow. If you'll keep 2 promises, that is. What are they? One is that you keep it a secret that I'm taking care of your husband. Sooner or later, the others in the mansion will probably raise a fuss that they're unable to find Kraus. But you know nothing, so you'll say nothing. Understand? I understand. What's your other condition? It's just a little game. At 1 in the afternoon, you will go to the foremost guest room on the first floor of the mansion and hide in a closet. A guest room? Why should I go into the closet? It's just a little game of hide and seek. If you can hide here for an hour without anyone finding you, you win. If someone does find you, you lose. And if I lose, what happens? Nothing in particular. Isn't what playing is all about? If you play alone with this hide and seek, I'll release your husband tomorrow. You're going to keep that promise, I hope. Of course. Make sure you do too, Mother. If you break a promise, I'll know right away. Just then, there was a sudden loud knock on the door at Natsuhi's room. Her heart leaped automatically. Madam, are you here? Good morning. It's Goda and Kanan. Madam, please wake up. The voices coming through the door were Kanan's and Goda's. The knock was been wild and the voices a little shrill. It seemed that something strange had happened and that they were agitated. What is it? What is it? Did something happen? It's nothing. It looked like the servants have arrived. I'm hanging up. Sure. I've said everything I wanted to. So, don't break our promise. I understand. And you don't break our promise either. You've got it wrong. That's for you to decide. Don't make me break my promise. Mother? I'll be watching for you all day today, Mother. Clock. Lambda Delta slammed the receiver down on the antique phone. Then the phone exploded into bits and changed to a spray of gold, which became a group of gold butterflies and disappeared. Dance for me, Natsuhi! Dance in fear for your sin 19 years ago! Natsuhi literally didn't do anything. It wasn't her fault at all. But okay, my turn's going pretty well. Okay, your turn now, Burn. Oh, we're just going into it. Okay, that's nice. I'm sure this is a waste of time, but confirm for me whatever communication with the outside world is possible through calling the police. The external line, unstable. The internal line seems like it can be used though. Boats can be used either cause of the typhoon. I guess that completes the closed circle, huh? Congrats, you're now full detective, Burn! Police investigation sometimes robs the detective of some of your authority. However, with the construction of the Rose Circle, the existence of a police had been denied forever. From now on, the authority of the detective piece would be completely guaranteed. Yes, thank you for your generosity. Then I guess it's time to get this game started. Erika, you're the main character. Now begin! Even Genji-san? 5 people have been killed? Yes, it was so horrible. It was exactly the same as the 4 in the guest house. His throat was sliced open with a terribly sharp blade. I can't believe that even though I had the midnight shift, I didn't notice anyone suspicious. Don't blame yourself. If you bumped into the killer, you might be the one dead right now. On top of that, the phones aren't even connecting. I doubt any boats come in this weather. We're really up the creek now. And that means it's very likely that the killer is still nearby. What? Then what? Does it mean we're trapped here with a murderer until the typhoon passes and the boat comes? It'll be alright. If we stay together like this, even the killer won't be able to lay a finger on us. Even Jessica. I can't believe it. We won't let ourselves be killed like the others. I will have vengeance for George. I'll never let them take away with this. Never! No matter who did it or what reason they had, I swear I'll get revenge on whoever killed George. I'll kill them. I'll murder them. Alright. Has everyone gotten the weeping out of their system? Let's have some order, please. Has anyone seen Krau's son yet? We've been calling for him for a while, but he isn't answering. Could the receiver be off the hook? No, we could hear it ringing. He could clearly have heard it. What does it mean? You don't think Uncle Krau's too? I thought that was happening. I hate to say it at a time like this, but there were 4 in the guest house plus Genji to make 5. I figured there would be more. Why? How could you know that? Are you the killer? Did you kill George? Stop it, Iva-san. Now it's not the time. Iva got agitated and grabbed at Curie. Manji stepped in between them and it grew into a bit of a scuffle. Watching this, Erika smiled condescendingly and shrugged. A second, I need to drink. But of course, anyone could predict its 6 victims from the moment they witnessed the crime scene in a guest house. In fact, I've been wondering who the other 2 would be since I saw there was only 4 corpses. How could you know such a thing? You killed them? You killed George! Quit it, Iva! Erika-chan, Kiri-san! How can you know that? Can you think before you talk? It's a simple connection to make. The graffiti drawn at the scene of a crime in a guest house was a magic circle. I just thought of things that they are connected to both magic and murders. I see. The epitaph. I see. It's the first twilight. Huh? Huh? What's going on? Well, I don't have a clue either. Is this how it is? That damned witch. So it really Beatrice Sama's doing? Why you all keep talking as if you know something? I don't have a clue. Someone explain. Eva, please calm down a bit. And that's you just silent. That's all there is for us. That's all it is for it. From the moment I saw the magic circle at the crime scene, I had a hypothesis that this was a murder following the epitaph's first twilight, and there would be 6 victims. All it takes is the presence of this magic circle, and a deduction like this become trivial to Erika. Your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? Then you're saying Uncle Kraus was killed as well? We can't be sure of that. Krau's son isn't the only one not present here. There's one more. For just an instant, Natsuki brows furrowed. She feared she wouldn't be able to avoid the topic of the study. You don't mean that? Hey, someone must have contacted the study, right? Of course I placed a call and even knocked on the door, but there's no response. The head is completely immersed in his own research. He sometimes leaves the receiver of the hook so that calls will not disturb him and even ignores knocking at the door. But the line wasn't busy when I... In any case, our first priority must be to ensure that my husband is alive and well. Let's go to his bedroom at once. As he stood up in a flurry and dashed out into the corridor, Rodolphe and the others immediately chased after her, telling her to wait. Come on now, everyone, you'd be better following her. In both third-rate mystery and splatter film, the people who act alone tend to die first. So of course this might also hold for this game. The other truly is a third rate. Pleasant girl. Oh, but in third-rate disaster and action movies, it's the one who act alone who survive, isn't it? Example? Like a final girl or something? Weird. Even though the epitaph was already been solved, who's behind this farce? It might be the work of the man from 19 years ago who is thought to be Lady Lambda Delta's piece. Ah yes, that can be true. It already started and read in previous games that with Kin's disappearance no more than 17 people exist and no 19th person exists. And now that Ergo has been added, it's been stated that no 19th person exists. There is no room for this man from 19 years ago to appear on the island. Then the identity of a man from 19 years ago is either one of the existing humans, or else... Even if an 18th person isn't permitted to the Reds, sleeping in an 18th person here is no trouble for me, no trouble for witches. Now, it's getting interesting. Why don't we watch now things unfold for a little longer? Still, that Lady Lambda Delta and Lady Percastel, they're finally started doing whatever they like with my game board. Didn't you know that this would happen when you invited them? As a witch, I have the same dislike for boredom as they do. You unexpected brings the kind of joy a witch expects. So be it. Bring it on. It's great that you saw H here, but things have taken a nasty turn. You know that, right? I concur. I would hesitate to call this a good time to wait and see what happened next. I know that! At this rate, Kin's existence will become a problem once again, and the barrier around the study won't last long. That's not at all! Things are going to get even worse! Imagine this. Move 1, move 2, move 3. Cornered. Natsuhi. Gab whispered something into Beata's ear. Beata's mouth slowly widened into a crooked smile. Mouse. That Erika has brought everyone together is actually convenient for us. All darkness outside the range of observers belongs to us demons. This may be the only time to make this move. Natsuhi is the king! She can move far, but we cannot allow her to be taken. Let's make the first move. If we split up here, Natsuhi will be cornered. Gab, can I count on you? Oh, of course! I'll blow the holes through the locked room tricks, alibis, and mysteries alike. Leave it to me. I'll deal with this. A pitch black hole opened up on the floor and swallowed up Gab along with a chair that she sat in. Funny transition. Then a hole opened in the ceiling and spat just a chair back out, dropping it back onto its original spot. Oh, I swear to God, if I'm gonna watch the anime and they not gonna do like insane Looney Tunes shit with Gab, I'm gonna be mad. Things are becoming troublesome. I see. So against Lady Lambda Delta, even I am nothing more than a mere piece. They say that in the opening, you should worry more about development than the capture of pieces. I'm just no match for this lady. How many Beatrices is here? There's Beatrice who's catatonic, there's human Beatrice, and there's this Beatrice, right? Is there... Oh, did I talk about this last time? I don't remember. I should talk about this real quick again, if I talked about this before. So, when I read Damian book, there was a chapter named Beatrice, I talked about it last time, that I remember. And it was referencing the real-life Beatrice, whose Dante based his character off, right? In Divine Comedy. So it made me think, I wonder if there's another person who doesn't actually looks like Beatrice, who is a person that Beatrice based off of. Like an actual human person, Beatrice, who's was here somehow, because maybe this is not real her. Maybe it's like just a projection of her. Maybe just like Kinzo's imagining of her, right? Like Sakutaro. Maybe maybe there is like real life Beatrice who's a real person, and she's like a plush of Sakutaro, and there is Sakutaro who's Gijinka, who's anime boy, and this Beatrice is like this, right? So a theory about forced Beatrice. Oh, I also remembered! Some of them are real! Huh. Okay. That was a nice discovery. I'm just no match for this lady. I won't let you do this. Not that he's the final master I will serve. Now that this is a piece you'll never be allowed to take as long as she is in contact with me. Krause's room was empty. The bed was also empty, but massive bloodstains similar to the crime scene there were other 5 were murdered remained here. But there are no corpse. Nope. Then he isn't dead. Maybe not. This bitch is having fun here, Jesus Christ! Oh, is this the first time we see in Krause's room? That's nice that there is background for almost every location. What's going on? Where is Nissan? Judging by the bloodstained bread, I don't like to think about it, but we should probably assume that he was killed and had his neck cut open, just like the people in the guest house. Probably. Judging by the amount of blood loss, it's hard to imagine that he's alright. But where did Krause-sama go? Large amount of blood stained the bed, but there was no similar marks on the floor of the room. Whether Krause had run to safety somewhere after being seriously wounded, or whether he'd been killed and carried somewhere. They had no clue where this somewhere was. Natsuhi knew. Though Krause has been sounding far from his best over the phone, he at least hadn't sounded like he was on the brink of death. In other words, these bloodstains had to be a ruse. This might not be blood. Just what is this man thinking? What is this all for? What the heck? On the first Twilight sacrifice the sex, is that what it is? Was Krause-Nissan not in the habit of locking the door? We just came in without unlocking it. He did have a habit of locking up. On Madame's orders, all private spaces in the house are kept closed. How many keys can unlock Uncle Krause's room? In addition to the key Krause-sama held, there are master keys. Oh, don't bother with the lock and key nonsense, it's completely pointless. Have you forgotten that Genji-san has already turned up dead? His master key is missing, which means that all of the locks in the mansion are now meaningless. How dull. In short, there are no locked room murders inside this mansion, and there never will be. Good grief, what a bore of a mystery this is becoming. Erika laughed off this murder in disappointment, although it was something she was watching on TV. I can't understand her. Why is her world was so different from ours? It almost looked like she's been from another dimension. Huh. Was Jessica also like this? In the bed? Oh, you didn't even went and look for her. Really? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Just like George, her throat was cut. Jessica. Let me see Jessica. I haven't even seen her face yet. Yep. Wait up, Natsuhi-san. The culprit might be still nearby. It would be dangerous to let you be alone. Natsuhi flew out of the room and dashed towards the guest house this time. It It was only natural. After all, she still hadn't even seen Jessica's last face. Everyone's probably thought that that was the reason. Of course, that was at least half of what was on Natsuki's mind. The other half was her desire to shift their attention away from the study. Strange crimes had occurred, the gold has been discovered, and some relatives had been recommended Butler to be the next head. Even in these twisted circumstances, she had to protect Ginza's secret. Oh, my head. If I should split from this pain, let it burst this very moment, burst open like a balsam flower. Then I won't have to suffer any longer. So, everyone, for Natsuki-san's sake, let's return to the guest house for the time being. Not that seeing Hyodoro's face is going to advance the story in any way. Do you even have a heart? A heart? What is that? This was best set of faces in the whole game. This was awesome. Butler's face and Erika's smug face. That was awesome. Seeing Hyodoro's dead face wouldn't bring Jessica back to life, nor would it heal Natsuki's anguish. On the contrary, she would probably wail, wasting a considerable amount of time before being able to think properly again. That probably sums up Erika's screwed up argument. Seeing her dead face won't advance the story? Oh, but that's where you're wrong! The other species have brought about an interesting change. My voice went up. What in the... Natsuki flew into the cousin's room. Natsuki flew into the cousin's room on the upper floor of a guest house and was stuck down by the blood-stained beds and the eerie magic circle, which looked like it might have been drawn with the victim's blood. Where is Jessica? Where is Jessica? Jessica! In that bed. Bed? Where? Huh? George? Where is he? Wait a second. What the hell is going on here? This room was locked tight as we left. We cannot be certain that this culprit... We can now be certain that the culprit has a master key. Once again, my reasoning was correct. Who cares about that? Where did they go? Where did all the bodies go? Nice trick. See, look, it's magic! That guy who's with Beata hid the corpses somewhere with magic. All of us moved together. We're trying to say that there gives everyone an alibi? Your reasoning goes like this, right? The four of them weren't actually dead, they're just playing dead. Then, when no one else is around, they hid somewhere. Am I right? You don't intend to declare any of this deaths in red now, do you? Of course I won't. Unlike the dull Beata, I won't give red out for free. In this case, I'll gladly use the brute truth. I can think of any number of ways to work around something of this level. Sure, go ahead. Blue truth time. Here's the first one I can think of. The victims aren't actually dead. They pretended to be dead, then secretly hid themselves somewhere. After all, you haven't declared anyone's death with the red truth. Even if I've showed you the gaping wounds, you're still gonna try that one if it wasn't red, right? That's like the basics of the basics. But don't get your hopes up, I'm not giving you a freebie red truth. Cause all I need to do is refute one teensy little part of this theory at the end of a game at midnight on October 5th. The witch's side has such a big advantage. If that stupid butler was my opponent, he'd be done for after a blood truce, but you aren't like that, right, Baron? Of course. Anyone could have thought of this ridiculous move. I have more. Second one. Kraus carried the bodies off and hid them. You're making it look like you kidnapped Kraus and locked him up somewhere, but he might actually be free. Kraus has no alibi. Kraus hid the corpses. Right, of course you said this. It's not like I'm declaring it was red truth that Kraus was being confined. They do say that you gotta trick your friends before you can trick your enemies. So you're saying he lied to Natsuki, making it seem like he's been captured. Any others? Third one. The corpses were different people in the first place. They were substitute corpses made to look like the victims. George and the others were hiding from the beginning and later cleared away the substitute corpses. Yeah. The corpses were dead from the very beginning, so they don't count towards the number of people on the island. Oh, that's a good theory. What is this? That's hilarious! So all those people gathered around and looked at their dead faces, not a single one of them realized that they were fakes? Since you haven't used the truth, there's a possibility that everyone misidentified all of the bodies. Of course, if you feel like responding to a repetition request for no one would misidentify a person, I'll withdraw this column immediately. How about no? You can't bait me like this. The red truth is only useful if I make you wait for it, you know? I'll pick a single blue truth from all the ones you gave me through this game and I'll smash it with red. Then the rest of the blue truths will be swallowed up by darkness before I can even find out whether they were right or wrong. The darkness is a world of witches. You won't be given any truth at all. You know what? Lambda Delta and Federica would be great set of characters in some Madoka anime. They would be awesome. The banter is kind of fun. This girl acts like she's stupid, but she's not bad at all. She'll never rise to provocation. Look like she understands that thing called the darkness of witches even better than the true game master, Beata. And apparently Gap has a good understanding of it as well. That move of hiding the corpses. It worked out pretty well for both Lambda and Beata. In any event, I thought up a full 3 theories about the disappearing corpses. 3 blue wages for a single riddle. Sorry. That doesn't mean she can just refute one of those 3. Unless she pulls out all 3 wages, this riddle has been defeated. That's the ironclad rule of witch hunting. A single wedge isn't nearly enough. Only vampires die from a single strike. Compared to witches, vampires are weak. To give him a reference? The true witches won't die unless you stab them all over with stakes, you know. Think about assassins. They do the same, don't they? Assassins only kill their targets with a single perfect shot in Japanese manga. Real assassins will empty out the entire clip of bullets. How do you know this? Whatever. That's what you do too, isn't it? Or would I, of course. But my blue truths have nothing special, so knowing her, she'll probably slice all of them in 2 with a single swipe of the red. A confirmation of their death and Krause's innocence. By simply firing off those couple of reds, she can remove all 3 of my wedges. Well, that's okay. When the red truth doesn't come out, I just need to follow along with it and stop her full of blue wedges again. This is how a witch's game's played. Ah, it's so much fun. Especially since Butler's sluggish fighting has been driving me mad for so long. Yes, I understand, Lambda. This was merely the very start of the beginning of the first Twilight. It was just a skirmish, right? Wouldn't have it any other way. Because when I crush you rugged, make you cry out in frustration as you crawl and scratch on the floor, grab that cute hair of yours and drag you along the ground as I roll you around laughing, this veil will make it all even more enjoyable. It would be fun if I had fucking consistent voice for Federica. The servants' quarters in the mansion had once again gone silent. There lay Genji's body, which had been covered completely with a blanket. In the ceiling of a cramped room, a pitch-black hole appeared, captivating legs sprouted out, and Gab floated downstairs. Sorry, Genji, you probably want to enjoy your eternal sleep here, but that's not going to work. Disappear from this place, so even after death you can continue to serve Natsuhi, the final head of the Ushiramiya family. Gab stripped off the blanket as she said this to Genji, who was sleeping peacefully. Then she stared at a deep wound in his neck. That's a nice cut. It must have been made with a single slice. Has someone capable of this manifested now? It isn't so great. I can't think of anyone who isn't bad news. It goes without saying, but witches are capable of summoning beings with a strength proportional to their own ranks. Huh. Who's a new piece? Who's a new piece? Show me your character! The great Lady Delta called the being here as a trump card 19th person. Even optimistically speaking, this is on par with Renov and me. A pitch-black hole opened in the bed, and Genji disappeared as though the bed had swallowed him up. Just like the four in the guest house, Genji's corpse was hidden in some unknown place. It was a place that no one could find, located neither within this world nor the next. No longer would anyone be able to find their bodies. No longer would anyone be able to confirm their death. Genji's body was carried to this place of endless silence, where it would never be disturbed. Without the corpse, he will be treated as missing. To be treated as missing is to be treated as both culprit and a victim, truly like the inside of a cat box. The darkness within cat boxes that will never be opened in the hunt of witches and demons like us. You're the one move too late, Miss Grey Detective. Gab licked her lips and swallowed. I wonder where Gab-sama is going around hiding corpses. No idea, but Gab-sama is pretty cool. She's just so awesome. Stop talking nonsense! What happened on standing guard? The humans are returning from the guest house. Gab-sama! Yes, let's disperse. That should be enough to get Natsuhi away out. Gab jumped to a pitch-black hole which had opened near her feet. Mamon shouted, I'm going too! And jumped in, allowed by Asmo, who said, me too, and hopped in, giggling. As Siren hesitated over what to do, the hole closed. And you can call yourself member of the Seven Sisters of Purgatory? How childish! So stupid! Siren went bright red and got angry all by herself, then turned to gold butterflies and disappeared. It seemed that Gab had succeeded at moving the 5 corpses. Well done! However, the next part will be the tricky one. They will probably be somewhat surprised at the disappearance of Genji's corpse, but their interest will most likely swing back to Kinza's study after all that. There are two keys to the study. It's fortunate that Natsuhi is in possession of both. If she had left one with Genji, it would probably have fallen into Lady Lambda Delta's hands by now. It seemed that Lady Lambda Delta had no intention of hiding Kinza's death. Apparently she plans to fight while ignoring the moat, towers, and rampart that you created. There has become a strange triangular confrontation. We are all each other's enemies, but we sometimes join forces unintentionally. It is a 3-way fight, yet the next moment it's 2 against 1, and then suddenly 1 against 2. I know what it's like. The Chinese Battle Royale! Don't you think it's like Record of the 3 Kingdoms thing? I actually want to read Record of the 3 Kingdoms. I was looking into it recently. I just love this medieval literature, you know? Oh, the long drawn plan. It's quite a sophisticated analogy to hear coming from you. There were 3 empires in Record of the 3 Kingdoms, weren't there? Wei, Wu, and Shu, right? That sounds just like us. So, which empire won out in the end? The power that gained control by the end of the Jin dynasty. The three empires you mentioned were all destroyed. Oh my god, that's like War of the Roses! Lancasters and York both died, and Tudors come out of this. Jesus Christ, you can't have Oshi in wars, you know? You can't you can't be emotionally attached to medieval wars. That's the conclusion that you should come up to if you ever gonna get obsessed over something like this. The power that gained control, yup, the three empires you mentioned were all destroyed. Huh. I didn't know that. I thought one of three empires won. Did the Wei not have the overwhelming advantage? They had the position of emperor stolen from them, and their empire has subjugated and destroyed. Thanks for the spoilers, by the way! The Sima clan, the noble family that Cao Cao invited as advisors, eventually gained central control in power struggle and took over the country. So they were invited as advisors, and they seized control. Uh-oh! Who? Who got to be Judas? Oh my god! Placing bets? Placing bets right now? Well, obviously it's gonna be Frederica. No questions about it. She's gonna betray everybody. Okay, there is no single doubt in my mind that Frederica is not gonna be like a Judas, especially now that they say in this. Very interesting. That lady on the Delta. Excuse me. So humans can confirm the disappearance of Genji's corpses in the servants' quarters. They have started moving towards Lord Goldsmith's study. Richie! They're coming! Let them come. The humans and the witches of uncertainty and miracles. It's a three-way fight. Then the three sides are the humans, witches, and... what are we? In the object of protection, in Kinza's illusion. We must be... the illusions then. I'm eating my tangerine. I'm sorry for slurping noises. 10 wages to peace witches. Spears. It's not the worst tangerine in the world. It's okay. Father, it's Natsuki. Good morning. There's no way he'll wake up to you. He'll wake up if you do it like this. Father, it's Eva. Please wake up. It's an emergency. Eva pushed Natsuki aside and knocked repeatedly with all her strength. Quiet down. Don't make such a racket. Do you really think now's the time to be saying something like this? So he isn't picking up the phone, and he isn't responding to knocking either. What a quandary. Quandary? I always had trouble with this word. Quandary? 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 Oh, it's probably quandary, right? He might be in a full mood again. Kinzo-san sometimes detests omens in the slightest of changes, and gets into a bad mood for reasons only apparent to him. Yeah, that's true. There isn't something that started today. Does grandfather really shut himself away in his study this hard? Yes. It's not uncommon for him to stay in his study for over a month at a time. Privately speaking, even though I work here, I sometimes forget that the master even lives here. Goda! It's not the sort of statement I expect to hear from a servant. My apologies, madam. I'm truly sorry. Anyway, isn't it bad if we can't just get in touch with him? I mean, father might not even know there's crime going on, right? I'm not sure. Keenly noticing that the people were standing to doubt Kinzo's existence, kinda mumbled his words. Who was the last person to see father, and when? It was me. Last night, up until a moment before the fuss of Butler-kun finding the gold, I was reporting the day's events to him in the study. So around 11 o'clock at night. No way around it. Let's open it up. What did you say? This is the family head's precious study and research room. No one's permitted to enter it without his permission. Hick. Meh. No one. Sorry. Who here holds the highest rank? Me, remember? I am the third in the rank of the Shiramiya family, and if someone must be scolded by father for opening this door, this will be my responsibility as the highest ranked as well. As this is an emergency, I am opening this door. You have a key, right? Open it. I believe you know this, but the study room cannot be opened with the master key. The master key recently took away Genshin-sama's key as well. He has both keys on his person now. So both the key of this... Never mind. So both the key that can open this door are inside the study. A locked room! Good. Things are finally starting to get a little interesting. If, inside this room, Kinsa-san is lying in a bed with his throat cut, that would be pretty neat. That is incredibly inappropriate, Erika-san. Anyway, as you know, this door can be only opened by the keys that father has. That means it's impossible for anyone, even the murderer, to so much as touch father from outside this room. So I'm certain that the head is perfectly fine. It doesn't make it okay not to make sure he's safe, does it? Is it really that important to you that not confirm the safety of a father you respect so much? That it isn't what I... The atmosphere, which had been so agitated a second ago, suddenly went cold. An eerie feeling filled the room as everyone stared at Natsuhi. They could understand why Natsuhi would protect the study under normal circumstances. It was understood that she probably didn't want to disturb the research of Kinzo, whom she respected, and she was therefore trying to keep the unpleasant relatives away. However, this was an emergency. People had been murdered. Natsuhi's persistence in keeping things quiet for Kinzo, even in a situation like this, was hard to understand from a rational perspective. The evidence suggests that the crimes occurring on this island are most likely a series of murders following the epitaph. It's probably reasonable to assume that this crime will continue. If we reinterpret the epitaph as outlining this series of murders, that means the crimes will continue further, resulting in a total of 13 lives being taken. Do you have any concept of how many victims this would be? Wait a sec. How many people do you think there are on this island? That'd be almost everyone. No, you have it all wrong. To my knowledge, the serial murders resulting in the most deaths in mystery novels history was 10 people in a well-known work from England, in which everyone, including the culprit, died. You know what time it is. You know what time is this? It's been time. What should I type? Mystery novel. 10 people died, including culprit. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have read this book before. I'm not gonna tell you which book it is. I should read it. I should literally read it. That's embarrassing that I didn't read it. I literally read almost some random bullshit that connected to umineko in a really reference way, but I didn't read this one. My favorite problematic title. What the fuck? Why is it even called like this? Oh my god, it's... oh... Can I have... Structure of the novel. Okay. Yep, I should have read it. Oops. Well, I read it and I give you a review next time, probably. Who knows when I'm gonna stream next time? Oh, I actually do know. Probably on Friday, right? They did it, yep, on Friday. Finally, a week with the 2 streams a week. Isn't it nice? As far as Japanese mysteries go, it's probably that famous novel in which an astrologer served as a detective. Okay, oops. Being time was nowhere. Excuse me? What is this about? Astrologer as a detective. Hmm? Conan? I don't think it's Detective Conan. Japanese. The Tokyo Zodiac Murders. Huh? Isn't this... I recently interacted with this somehow. Huh. Is it a book? It's a debut mystery novel by Soji Shimada. Okay, I'm telling you the name of this one, but I didn't tell you the name of a previous one because previous one is spoilering shit. I should read this one. This sounds interesting. And I feel like I watched some equalization of this or something. It seems familiar. Okay, hold on. Does it have... Let me retype it with... Ecranization. I misspelled this word. Uh-oh. Oh, it's on Internet Archive. Fuck, you don't even know how much I love Internet Archive. Internet Archive is so great. Just... God bless Internet Archive. No, it's a book here. Oh, that's nice. 300 pages though? Can you actually read it here? Oh, no, you can't. Oops. Oh. Unfortunate. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find... Okay, Bing doesn't give me anything. Thank you, fuck you, Bing. Bing is not really useful as a search engine. It doesn't fulfill its purpose really well. Huh. Okay. That was today's Wikipedia segment. Finally ended. No, there were less than 10 deaths in this one. Thanks for spoilers, Froderica. Do you realize? If this continues and 13 people die, it will lead to the most prestigious and gruesomely spectacular accomplishment is an annal on mystery writing. The completion over 13 I'm having a stroke. What is this? The completion of 13-person serial murder case. And if everyone on this island is killed... Why, that could give an even greater number of deaths than the world record for serial murders mysteries in Japan's records, added together, making it a historical achievement in the worlds of serial murder mysteries. Bitch, don't treat it as a novel. Mystery writing. Okay. So they do treat it like a book. Okay. This is weird. This doesn't actually make sense. Nobody wrote a serial killer book with more than 17 people in it? This is weird. Are you sure about this? That doesn't seem like a truth at all. Wait. Excuse me, the Tokyo Zodiac murders were published in 1981. Yeah, fuck. 4 years in the game term. Because in the game in 1986. Well, they could reference almost everything, right? Because they're interdimensional beings. Which is annoying. You should be allowed to reference stuff from the future. You know, the worst type of references is a reference to something. Is a reference to a real person, but you're referencing a book or something or a music or blah 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 or some piece of art that was not yet released. So you kind of like, you reference, for example, the one that I'm thinking about is in a book named Coin Locker Babies by, what's his name, Ryu Murakami. He was referencing a David Bowie song that not exists, David Bowie album that does not exist, and it's so weird. It's so weird. Why won't you use... You're already referencing David Bowie. Why won't you use his actual album? Crazy. Blah blah blah. Historical achievement. Well, did you know that, ladies and gentlemen? The culprit of this crime is undertaking an incredible challenge, one that stands to rewrite the record books of mysteries throughout the world and throughout history. You know, but I'm sure all of you were well aware of this, weren't you? Any mystery lovers worth your salt will have read the works of a queen of crime. Yeah, that's Agatha Christie reference. And it goes without saying, any Japanese reader will cover the works of a Shin Honkaku genre of mysteries. Gimme? Shin Honkaku. Shin New Hon book Kaku entwined? What Kaku mean? What kanji for Kaku mean? What does kanji for Kaku mean? Oh, being time wasn't over. Hold on. Let me open something. I'm gonna be real quick. I'm sorry. If I'm not gonna look it up on stream, I'm never gonna look it up. And I wanna know. I'm curious. Kaku. Kanji means status, rank, capacity, character, case. Really? It really means all of these things? Okay. For some reason, I forgot about it. Whatever. It's a genre of Japanese mystery novels intended as a pure logical puzzles to be solved by the riddle, taking inspiration from the works of Golden Age detective fiction and the ideas of S.S. Van Dyne. The rise of a new orthodox movement, which revived and revolutionized the genre of orthodox detective fiction in Japan, can be attributed to Shimada's Soji, the Tokyo Zodiac murder in 1981, and Ayatsuji Yukito's seminal work, The Decagon House Murders, in 1987. Ooh, it's not came up yet. Shinhagaku is a third wave of detective fiction in Japan, preceded decades earlier by the well-known works such as The Case of a Murder on D Hill. Oh, the Gawarampa! I know this one! And the non-serial murder case. Did I read any of the Gawarampa? I don't think so. Non-serial murder case, Sakaguchi-anga, 1949. I said no Sakaguchi-anga too. Yep, they're from that anime. The latter was part of an earlier movement known Shin Yasaku. What's the kanji in middle mean? Okay, we're not gonna like go this way. Which buckets the trends of pre-war Japanese literature. Somebody has a lot of literature to read. For the next umineko stream. I'm still didn't finish with my Shakespeare reading. Because I was, you know, kinda out of it for a little bit. I did not read any more that I read before. Oops. Are you sure that you've been reading enough, everyone? Oh, I'm trying, Federica. I've been reading too much, maybe. Okay, my homework for the rest of the umineko stream is to read all of this. Is to read Agatha Christie and to read all of the authors that she mentioned here. I'm kinda curious. I didn't read a lot of mystery fiction, as you might fucking find out through this playthrough. I don't really like mystery genre overall. I don't know. Oh, I know why I don't like it. I feel like I thought about this before. I feel like I thought about this because of umineko. I don't really like mystery genre, for the most part, because it doesn't have really good characters. And what interests me the most in writing, it's either really good teams or really good characters. And mystery genre doesn't usually have any of this. It just have a mystery, which I'm not invested most of the time into. I mean, I kind of invested in this one, but I'm not invested in mystery. Yet again, I'm invested in characters. I'm invested in Beato and Butler. Hold on. Gimme! Eh? Fuck.
ダメだな。
ダメだな! He's so funny. Okay, that was enough. I just wanted to hear him say this. Convic. Oh, I love this song! I'm sorry, I was stalling actually because I was eating my tangerine. That was as well. That was all was about. Huh? Look like you haven't read enough yourself. Did he say something wrong? Erika, who had been chatting away happily all by herself up until a second ago, changed her expression into displeased glare in an instant. Oh! Nah, I'm not gonna say it. About Japanese mysteries. Prior to Shin Hokaku, a writer at Gesaku School wrote a different work that also qualifies. Ooh, Butler is a literature fan! The number of people was the same with both. They tie for a record, but if you pay attention to the fact in a Shin Gesaku novel asked its readers to search for the culprit, it's far from fitting example. If you know so much about it, shouldn't you... If you know so much about this, shouldn't you example... I am girl failure. If you know so much about this, shouldn't your examples have been based on more than simply the number of victims, like perhaps the approach of each work? Ooh, Frudo Erika! Not full literature analysis, huh? Get fucked! Loser. Erika glared at Butler with an expression that couldn't fully describe with the word shock. Her arms shook as she stood here, lost for words. Oh my god, she's so lame! This is priceless! Well, I mean, who can blame her, right? Shinjugaku is so much more famous where mysteries are concerned. It's easy to overlook that there are a number of mysteries on Shingesaku novels. They keep on hitting the table with both hands, overcome with laughter. Even Castell, who had been enduring the humiliation, suddenly snorted and started pounding the table and laughing in the same way. It's just too good. Too bad, Butler's piece. As they're laughing so hard, they break in reality. I'm impressed. Mother-san, you must be quite a reader. Of books? Nah, I'm not a reader. Not at all. You liar. You're clearly quite well read. I've never been so arrogant as to say I read. I don't even get through 100 books a year. Excuse me? Why? What do you mean? What do you mean I don't even get through 100 books a year? You know how much books I read last year? 10. That's how much books I read last year. Getting through a fucking 100 books a year, it's not that casual, excuse you? I feel like I never in my life get through 100 books maybe once. Maybe once I did it. I used to read much more before. But you know, they're in 1986. It's fine. It's fine that all they do is read books. I have stuff to do. I have stuff to do, plus someone diagnosed mental illness that doesn't allow me to read books from time to time. Actually, right now I'm on a roll. I'm having a great time reading, and it's fairly easy for me, which is nice. Someone like me should think twice before calling himself a riddle. A riddle? You miserable piece! What is she trying to say? Anyway, can we let this turn into a massive crime like this? That's right. At any rate, checking that safety is our first priority right now. What should we do? He's ignoring the phone and are knocking. The keys are inside. There's nothing we can do. Are we supposed to knock this tech door down? Do you think when people do voice acting, they do like a voice acting reel or something as a part of their portfolio to present to other people if they want to get employed? Is it... Hold on. It was the last piece of tangerine, I swear. The thing's just coming up to my mind. I can't do anything with it. Hold on. I did it. I wrote it down. They wouldn't know if people on stream was bullshit. That was me easy. But he might have been attacked by someone and severely injured, and maybe he's waiting for someone to help him. These are extraordinary circumstances. Even father will understand. And if he has any rebuke, I'd be happy to take responsibility myself. But breaking down the door would be altogether too rude. Really? What about the windows? That's right. The windows. Is there a ladder somewhere which can reach up to the third floor window? We should be able to get inside by smashing the glass. Erika finally gathered herself together, and her tone regained its decisive edge. Bold to say, I love Erika and Butler dynamic now. My favorite. Pretty good. Oh, so you would smash a window with glass, which is fucking 10,000 times more dangerous and inefficient than smash a lock from a door? You sure about this, guys? That doesn't seem really rational. Huh. The third story window? That would be dangerous. We don't know unless we try. Is there a ladder around here that can reach up to the third floor? I don't think the ladder in the garden shed is long enough. Oh, then what about the ladder in the boiler room? I remember using it some time ago when the bird made its nest on top of a rain gutter. Yeah, that would do the trick, without doubt. He must have been extremely happy about thinking of something Kanen didn't. Looking pleased with himself as though he had won something, he glanced around at everyone. He was probably hoping that Natsuki would praise him, but she quickly avoided his gaze. Why is Gora like this? Of course, Kanen had known about that letter too. However, in order to protect Kinza's secret, he had intentionally pretended to have forgotten. But with this weather and the strong winds, isn't it just too dangerous? I agree. If one of us gets seriously injured, we won't even be able to go... Wait, did at some point any witch confirm that the doors could not be opened any other way than with a key? They did, right? They did for sure, or else one of the running theories would be that somebody just lockpick the lock, right? But they thought of it, and you could not lockpick the lock most of the time? Right? God, I hope. The wind might not be as strong in the courtyard. I think at least would... Yeah. The wind might not be as strong in the courtyard. Excuse me. The wind might not be as strong in the courtyard. I think it's at least worth to take a look. I must say, getting up to the third floor will be quite a challenge. Back when we have to clean away the bird's nest, most of the servants shrunk away from the danger. And that's when I, your humble servant, took it upon myself to accomplish the task. Right, then there's no problem. We got a ladder tall enough, and someone who's proven he can use it. Huh? Why did you punish Karo for being honest? That's how it goes in life. You're just being honest, being a dog, wanting to be praised, and here you go, you're risking your life for fucking dumb idea, even though you could just lockpick the lock or just break it. You guys dumb. Because the countryside was surrounded on all four sides while the rain was fierce, the wind has almost no effect. Fortunately, the roof jutted out a bit, so even the rain wasn't too bad. Alright, let's try standing the ladder up. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. Sure. Rudolph and Butler carried the special ladder, which was designed for work on high places. Two umbrellas followed their pair. Sean and Colin were holding umbrellas and sheltering Rudolph and Butler from the rain. We don't care about getting wet. Go back under the eaves. Got it, son. Your knees might be acting up, but you can at least hold the ladder down, right? Yes, sir. If only I had enough hyaluronan. Hyaluronan. Going up the ladder would be no problem at all. I am truly sorry. Uda rushed up to replace Sharon and Colin. Kiri giggled as she watched him. That hammer. Cool. Butler, do you like athletics? Not as much as I love my cool handyman over that. Yay. You little brat. Sheesh, I guess I need to show the son of my good side every once in a while. Butler, got a son, hold the ladder down tight. And make sure you look up, okay? My hand may slip and you'll have this hammer trembling down on you. Don't worry, I'll catch up and smash your head in. I'll catch it and smash your head in! Rudolph put the hammer meant for breaking the window into his pocket. Then, after cracking his knuckles, he started climbing the ladder. Truly miserable. Will Rudolph-sama be alright? He'll be fine. This guy could be in an action movie. Plus, sports are one of his strong points. I'm going fucking crazy here. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, this is kind of amazing that it's trying to replicate animation with the capabilities of a visual novel. That's kind of funny. I wish you'd tell me how my skating prowess is supposed to help me climb ladders. I'm in a bower, always in danger, or whatever. He never dies, so he'll be fine. He actually does. He died like 3 times already, at least. Or 4. Was there run tab? Was there a time where Kraus was alive? I don't think so. Tips, right? Ina Bauer never dies. Ina Bauer was a champion German figure skater whose name is associated with a move in figure skating that became famous in Japan. However, the reference goes deeper than this. Rudolph's voice actor, Koyama Rikiya. Ooh. Okay. Was a Japanese diapers actor for Jack Bauer in the TV series 24. He Never Dies is a reference to one of the number of comedic Japanese TV commercials for 24, in which Koyama Rikiya sings, "I'm a Jack Bauer, always in danger. I'm a Jack Bauer, I never die." Thanks for that, I guess. Really awfully Twitch chatter of you to tell me about voice actors. Really funny, okay. Was it umineko voiced? It went to Comic Cat like voiced already? Maybe? Anyway, we're really lucky that the shutters aren't down. Isn't it standard practice to lower the shutters to file a study at night? It is. When we permitted to enter, we open the shutters in the morning and close them at night. However, the master told us there was no need for the time being, so I think they were left open. I see. Father will be pretty mad, won't he? If his son smashes his window and comes in while he's sleeping... Wait, how much time it is? Oh, just 8. Natsuki has like 5 hours till 1 AM. By 1 PM, right? Okay. Well, probably. It would be wonderful if we didn't have to smash the window, don't you think? Both Shan and Kaden knew that Kinza no longer existed in this world. Natsuki had ordered them to interfere as much as possible. Really? But now that it had come to this, there was nothing that the two of them could do. They had tried to interfere by pretending that they didn't know about the ladder they could reach up the 3rd floor window. But because of Gora showing off, that ladder has been found. Rudolph carefully climbed the ladder. He would reach the 3rd floor window very soon. I used to climb a lot of ladders in school because I was kinda taller than other people. When they made you like do some community schoolwork, they would always make me climb the ladders. There wasn't like that high, but it was still pretty high. You know. I like ladders. I like ladders. That's my character. I like ladders. I like forks. I like media analysis or something. I don't know. As he did this, Shannon Cannon stared at him, looking uneasy. What would happen after this? To the two of them, to Madame, to the master. Very soon, Rudolph would reach the window. So, the barrier around this room is given way at last. The soldiers are scanning the castle walls. Truly, we stand only moments from fall of the keep. I am prepared to be erased at any moment. We can't let this happen. You have to return alive, even if it means crawling through the dirt. I think about what comes next. Escaping from this place for now. That is easier said than done. Eva and the others are still in a position in the hallway and Rudolph is approaching the window. There is no way of retreat through either. In this case, perhaps you can hide under the bed. I am not even permitted to evade the enemy's arrival seated on my throne. You might have done this while you were still alive. However, you are now a ghost that Natsuki and I brought to life. Ghosts should do what the ghosts do best and hide under the bed or in a closet. Will something like this really fool them? So it comes to this. Don't worry, I'll be with you. I'll get you out of the last moment. It'll be dangerous for you. Even though you're a demon, you won't get away unscattered if you're burned by the anti-magic toxin. Don't worry about this. Anyway, I need things to get at least that bad before my heart starts popping. How reassuring. Very well. I'll hide under the bed. Very well. Milady, Rodolfo will reach the window very soon. Go up. I'll change my mind. I will guard this place. Hide yourself alone with Renaud. What did you say? That was not the plan. My plan to leave this place to go up and have you treat my lady. Even though Renaud should have been used for his fickleness, this surprised him for the first time in a long while. Though Beata was a powerful queen, she was also an important piece that should not be exposed to danger. Though she was strong, running in front of lions without a plan would not be a praiseworthy move. What kind of whim is this? It's just a whim. I'm not so fond of boredom that I could simply sip tea while leaving everything to you. I've just gotten the urge to jump into the struggle right away. Okay, it is your game. You do what you want. I'll keep a close watch on the first Twilight corpses I erased to make sure nothing happened to them. Sorry for stealing your time to shine. Are you certain about this, milady? You know they love attention more than 3 meals a day. Great line. I've done nothing except gobble up Gob stare into the stage. Don't pay it any mind. Renaud and Gob were both silent. The two of them had already noticed. Lady Bercastel, who used Fruda Erica as a piece, was a terrifying opponent. This fight would probably be terrifying as well. Beata couldn't expose Gob, her friends, to this danger. Beata bluffed and said that this wasn't the case, but Renaud and Gob had already figured it out. Therefore, after confirming Beata's resolve one last time and seeing that she was completely firm in her decision, they nodded in silence and accepted it. Okay, I'll leave this up to you. I'm rooting for you. Take care. Indeed, feel free to stand back and watch my performance. Lady Bercastel will probably start trying to expose Kinza's absence with a locked room argument. Fights in a locked room are normally Gob's area of expertise. Queens rule the battlefield because they are the best at fighting in wide open areas. This won't be an easy fight. Was I counted for in the umineko fighting game? I hope so. I really hope so. I'm fully aware of this. I currently serve Natsuki. It would not be right for me to delegate her peril to go up and callously watch her from safety. Understood. I wish you luck in your battle. Be careful. If it becomes a complete locked room, we won't be able to come in and help you. I'll laugh at them a bit, but if things get bad, I'll just grab Kinza and run for it. It'll be easy. So some real person right now in this room, and I try, and this person is struggling to get away from it? Is this what this scene's supposed to represent? With a door and a window, the past and the future to choose from, there are plenty of places to run to. Of course I won't let this become a locked room. No, you won't see us. We'll be cheering you on from very close by. Good luck. Gob and Renaud became a swarm of gold butterflies and disappeared, and Kinza melted into the darkness beneath the bed. Then, Beata also became a swarm of gold butterflies and melted away inside the study. After that, all figures and signs of life had disappeared from the study, and it once more regained the silence, as though no one had been here from the beginning. Then, Rodolphe's outline slipped into the view from beyond the window's curtain. Love this. Dad! If you hear, answer! Dad! As he yelled, he hit the window. His foothold was so uncertain that just hitting the window was life-threatening. But of course, this was Rudolph, the show-off. Deciding that he couldn't show himself up with so many people watching from below, he suppressed the fear from being so high up and boldly knocked on the window. Just break it. Come on, grandfather, can he hear? I wonder. I hope he doesn't drop the hammer. How many seconds have passed? It's been 30 seconds since he knocked on the window. What is this? How many seconds have passed? It's been 30 seconds. What? You asked and you counted? What? So, he's really going to smash it? The master will be really angry. Really, really angry. There's one person who's been kind enough to brag about how accepting the anger is her duty, though there is no need to worry. Rudolph-san, that's enough. Do it! Sure. Damn it, Dad, you better not complain after I smash it. He hit it several times, and eventually a fist-sized hole opened up in the glass. Please don't kill him, though. Please don't kill Kenzo. Because of his unstable footing, this took a lot of effort. Using the end of a hammer skillfully, he brushed aside the now fractured bits of glass and opened the hole further, stuck his hand through it, and unlocked the window. Phew, he's fine. Then, after a hard struggle, he somehow managed to open the window, and his body slipped through into the study. After that, he flopped onto the floor, using his entire body to enjoy the relief of having the ground under him. Dad, it's Rudolph. Answer me. It wouldn't be exaggeration to say that Kinzo's study was a small villa he had created inside a mansion. A study, a book archive, a place to sleep, and a bathroom and a washroom. It was divided into multiple rooms. Indeed, with all this at your fingertips, it wouldn't be hard to spend your day in the study without ever leaving at all. The bed was empty. There were marks on which made it seem as though someone had slipped out, but there was no one inside. They do this a lot in ninja movies. The bed's still warm, they can have gotten far, just like that. Rudolph tried placing his hand on the bed, but he couldn't feel any heat at all. Not only was there no heat, it felt completely ice cold. And the bed wasn't the only thing that was ice cold. The air inside the room and even the presence about it, if that's the right word for it, even that felt ice cold. To Rudolph, it felt as though Kinzo had slipped out of the room a long time ago. It's very clean, and there is no side it's been lived in. Uh-oh! Wrinkles in the bed, the slight angle of a chair. Here and there were many mics that would doubtlessly have been cleaned or fixed up if someone had come up to make the beds. As far as I can tell off the top of my head, that must have slipped out of bed several hours ago, at the latest. This placed it in a several general time period as a brutal series of murders. It didn't seem possible to say that Kinzo's absence was completely unrelated to the crime. Having reached a dead end for now, Rudolph leaned out of the window and told Curie and the others in the countryside to come back up since he was going to unlock the door. Then he pushed the button on the study desk and released the doors at a lock. There was a heavy clunking sound, and Natsuki and the rest dashed in immediately. Father, good morning! Sorry, but it isn't that. I'm the one who opened it. Was Kinzo-san here? Nope. There are signs he slipped out of bed, but no way to tell when that was. And Natsuki-san was the last person to meet him, right? Was this always here? Rerun. Let viewers know your stream was previously recorded. Failure to label reruns lead to viewers' confusion, which damages trust. As if I give a shit about that. Branded content. Let viewers know if your stream features branded content. Oh! Huh. Was this always here? It's the first time here in this content qualification. Select content label. Oh, yeah, this was here before. Gambling. Mature rated games. Significant profanity or vulgarity. Sexual themes. Violent or graphic depiction. Huh. Oh well. And Natsuki-san was the last person to meet him, right? At around 11 o'clock last night? I wonder if that means he slipped out of his study sometime after and then went somewhere else. Well... Butler, tell them you saw Kinzo. But father is a fickle man. Many times he was bolted awake in the middle of the night saying that he had a revelation in a dream and walked around the mansion. Isn't this right, Dr. Nanjo? Yes, that sort of thing has happened before. As you say, he is, fickle fellow. Right, Kurosawa-san? Just going in circles. That's true. He might have had some sort of strange dream and slipped out of bed. This happens a lot, yes. Butler, tell them! Where'd he slip off to? Isn't there a good chance father been caught up in this crime? You see? We should have checked to make sure father was safe from the beginning, shouldn't we? We can't be sure he isn't in this room. Maybe the culprit tied him up and locked him in a closet or somewhere like this. Just what I was thinking. Let's conduct a search. The head's treasured study. I will do not have you pawn all over it. That's right. I have an announcement for a guilty party. When Natsuki heard this said from right in front of her, her heart froze. But Erika has only just happened to be standing right in front of Natsuki when she said it. She had directed her words to the room at large. She hadn't been speaking to Natsuki in particular. Natsuki turned her back to Erika, trying to make it so that her fluttering expression wasn't noticed. My memory is photographic in every detail. If any attempt is made to hide evidence or alter the scene, I will know at once. Please don't commit some stupid blunder here and disappoint me. I fucking hate people with a photographic memory. How dare you? How dare you have good memory? How dare you? I need to struggle with this shit. I need to write everything down. But you can just remember things just by looking at it? Fuck you. Don't you agree that any whodunit in which the culprit is Don't you agree that any whodunit in which the culprit is unmasked by way of some silly mistake or a slip of a tongue be dreadfully third-rate? I don't understand what you're talking about, but I'll ask you to refrain from imprudent remarks. Father, are you here? Please answer me. As he started walking around and calling out in a light voice, refusing to let Erika say anymore. There was a knock. Curie and the others who had gone down to the courtyard had returned. No sign of father, I assume. He might be tied up and shut away somewhere around here. We were just about to start searching for him. I'm amazed he can keep himself locked up in a place like this for so long. Butler! Oh, Butler wasn't here! Fuck. Okay, sorry, that was my bad. Butler wasn't here to say it. Now he's here. They should talk. Give it up, Nessan. We can't change anything now. I wonder what Madam plans to do. Get paid back for all the lies she told up until now. She doesn't do anything that's completely bad. He just died and they concealed his death. He wasn't even murdered. He just died from old age. Like, what's the problem? Why is everybody so dramatic when it comes to fucking Natsuki? She hasn't done anything wrong. Like, at all. She's just kinda a shitty mother. Shh. Let's have faith in God's hands. Yes. Many people traipsed around Kinzo Ba's study, looking here and there, inside the closet and in the bathtub. Even a refrigerator and under a study deck. They looked everywhere, almost as though they were it in a game of hide and seek. However, not only were they unable to spot Kinzo, they couldn't even find a single suspicious mark. Yeah, but Butler saw Kinzo. It seemed clear that Father isn't here. That's enough. I ask you all not to disturb Father's precious study any further. She's so guilty. Why is she acting guilty? She didn't do anything wrong. Yes. There is nothing the master hates more than having things move around without his permission. Father is nowhere to be found. Maybe he really has caught up in a crime? Though we can't be sure of this. Natsuki averted her gaze once more. Jesus. It's alright, Natsuki. We truly do have our backs against the wall. And off the chance that someone entered the study, I had planned to talk my way out of it by saying that he had probably gone for a walk somewhere. However, no one would believe if I was enjoying a casual midnight stroll in a mansion where the murder was occurred and many people have been killed. We'll literally have a witness. No, I would put it past myself to do such a thing. Come now, Kinzo. Be a good boy and stay hidden under your bed. It's alright, Natsuki. Remain calm. You can prove that someone exists, but you can't prove that they don't exist. In other words, the human world is the one which, regardless of whether someone exists or not, you can make it exist. And the shadow in which you can make it exist forms a world of us witches and a world of demons and devils. How demon and devil is different? Just asking? You mean the devil's proof? Yeah, don't worry about it. The power of demons will most certainly protect you. If we could protect the honor of Father and my husband, I would gladly sacrifice the body of mine to demons. The resolve is good. Don't be anxious. I won't allow them to kill Kinzo. Ooh, at this moment, a dry sound suddenly ran out twice. Erika had clapped her hands, seeking everyone's attention. Though such an action should have been a ball guest's place, for some reason it already felt like a natural reign of hers. After all, she was a detective. I think that's enough. Shirame Kinzo-san is nowhere to be found in the study. Yeah, we searched every possible hiding spot. That's nowhere to be seen. On the other hand, you can read the shit about Federica just being able to do all of this stuff as a lazy writing, can you? Like, instead of thinking of reason to kinda make a person be this way and for everybody else to have this sort of relationship with this person. Fuck, I fucked it up. Instead of actually thinking of how to write Erika with this type of authority, oh, my voice is fucked. They just give her this role magically and now she's just doing it. But I mean, it's probably part of the fun of the Jesus, of the medium, right? Of the structure of the medium, of the way this medium is presented. Sorry, I was playing with Tangerine again. Ten wedges to the Pierce witches. So we haven't found anything out of place. Yeah, we didn't find anything at all. Erika said it again. They hadn't been able to discover anything. In this case, we mustn't continue to loiter in this room. Stop being suspicious, Natsuki! Oh my god. Do you understand how angry father would be if he learned that so many people were looking through his study? Iwa-san, you said that you were prepared to take responsibility, didn't you? I hope you're prepared to be disowned for life. Jesus Christ, Natsuki. Natsuki is dumb. Natsuki is kinda dumb. That's the conclusion that we coming up with. Why? What are you doing, honey? Like, you just make yourself look even more guilty. What's the point of this? That's for father to decide, not you. Quiet down. I'd like to assemble the fact that we know them. At 11 o'clock last night, the last person to meet Kinza-san in this room was Natsuki-san, correct? What about Butler? What about Butler? Can anyone confirm that? Confirm? Yeah, that's right. After all, the only one who claims that Natsuki-san really did stop by here at 11 o'clock last night is Natsuki-san herself. The confirmation from Kinza-san that Natsuki-san did indeed come here last night would have sufficed, but his absence is a very issue under question. Alibis are the foundation of a mystery, correct? Yeah, that's right. Alibis are important. Of course, they're almost useless when it comes to the actual theory making, but it's common courtesy to be particular about this kind of thing. You didn't ask for alibis regarding last night murders, but you do for grandfather's disappearance, huh? You really are unpredictable. Butler! You literally saw him yesterday! Just tell him! Oh, don't worry. Regarding the murders of our first Twilight, I have no fear that I will fully examine everyone's alibi for that later. So can anyone confirm that Natsuki-san visited here at 11 o'clock? If no one can, we'll be forced to doubt whether Natsuki-san really was the last person to spot him. Are you saying that I can't be trusted? No, it's quite the opposite. I hope that you aren't the culprit. After all, that would be dreadfully dull, don't you agree? Only the worst third-rate mysteries have the most suspicious person as a culprit. Natsuki-san is suspicious? Nanja. I know you're on your side, but what the fuck? Wait a second. What exactly is your argument? Yes, calling Madam suspicious is a height of discourtesy. Quiet! Dr. Nanja, thank you. Erika-san, I presume you have some basis for the tremendous disrespect you just showed me? Yeah, because you was actually suspicious, you dumb fuck! I'm saying it respectfully. I do. It's painfully simple. But you'll permit me... Why is it so hard? It's painfully simple, but if you permit me some TV drama quality evidence, I'll be happy to oblige. Let's hear it. Why is Butler still shut up about GC fucking kids? Whoa! Why is these people just fucking talking? When Butler glared at her, a cold expression rose to Erika's face for an instant. But it was only for an instant. I actually loved that Butler kinda in the middle of it all in these chapters. After smiling peacefully and gazing around at everyone, she started to talk. She looked just like the main character in the play, who had come out onto the center stage based in a spotlight. Think back to this morning. Plus the cold decays that followed the murders. We wanted to inform Kinza-san about the crime, but he wouldn't come out no matter how many times he had called on the phone. Remember what happened then? Anyway, isn't it bad if we can't get in touch with him? I mean, Father might not even know where crime's going on, right? I'm not sure. Keenly noticing that people were starting to doubt Kin's existence, Karan mumbled his words. Who was the last person to see Father? And when? It was me. Last night, up until moments before the fuss of Butler's confining the gold, I was reporting the day's event to him in the study. So around 11 o'clock last night. Erika chuckled significantly. 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 And what's your point? Ridiculous. I think Yuri-san probably did that intentionally. Am I right? Oh, what do you mean? By what? I figured someone might fall for it. Yes. Thank you, Kiri-san. Actually, I was planning to say the same thing if you hadn't done it first. What's the question of who saw the master last? Really that important? I have no idea what it's going to be about, okay? Yes. If I take the circumstances into account, then it responds to the question who saw him last. It was very odd for Nazi-san to instantly answer me. Why? Madame told the plain, unvarnished truth. Quiet! Why do you think this was odd? Why are you so sure that no one else saw Kinza-san after 11 o'clock? Well, that's because I watched as he went to bed. It's only natural to assume that he would then sleep until morning and not entertain the only visitors. Considering the circumstances, whoever saw him last was going to be at risk of being suspected of having some kind of involvement with the case. What about Butler? A formal person in your position, Natsuki-san, wouldn't say, I was the last to see him. I met him at 11 o'clock. Right, Kiri-san? Yeah, that's right. A normal person would say, I saw him at 11 o'clock. But I don't know if I was the last person to see him. This is so far-fetched. You guys really need to read more. It is so far-fetched. What are you talking about? Nobody read it and said it's fucking ridiculous. Who the fuck cares? It's not that suspicious. She just said it. Something like this. Good. Identifying oneself as a final witness is usually quite difficult. That is, unless you know for some reason that makes you certain there couldn't have been any other witnesses after you. Well, it's not... She's just a human being. It's not point blank shit as you make it be. It's not point blank reference? Evidence. It's not point blank evidence as you make it to be. Jesus, forgot the word. In third-rate mysteries, the final witness is often the culprit. They killed the victim themselves so they knew that no one else could have met the victim later on. Is how the argument goes. It's nothing more than a minor misuse of words. It's nothing to make such a fuss and focus on. That's true! So true! Fucking Kuwasawa is better than you, dumb fucks. Offense. Yes, that's nothing more than nitpicking. Oh. Time to go. We're live! Hello. Did you know that... Songwriting is dead? Did you know how I come up with this idea? Totally revolutionary? Fuck. Hold on, I'm trying to do something in the background. Totally revolutionary idea that songwriting is dead, and it was dead since 2000. Nah, it was dead since 2000. But I only realized because of a song from 2011 called Hacking to the Gate that I listened to non-stop on a loop for past 2 days. Which is totally normal. Oh. Yay, now I'm looking good. So I was listening to Hacking to the Gate, and then I read the lyrics. And the lyrics to the song, even though they make sense in the context of a Steins Gate story, I guess. Or at least the part of a story that I know of. It's still such a garbage fucking lyrics. Songwriting is dead. Nobody writes anymore. Nobody writes... Following for your footsteps on the radio, we're in trance, spellbound. Nobody writes, and And if you complain once more, you'll meet the army on me. Nobody writes. Some say that... No. Let me pick another lyric. Nobody writes, I want to be a scholar, I want to be a lawyer, but I really can't be bothered. Just gimme, 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 gimme. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I kinda mean it. Awful state of modern lyrics. Do you know this Rihanna song where she just sings the same line 10,000 times? Oh, is this the song called Who Rules the World or something? Who rules the world? I don't even wanted to talk about this on stream. It just was in my mind and I was like, start getting super railed about it. Nope. Is it not Rihanna's song? Is it Beyonce's song? It does sound like Beyonce's song. Run the world. Is lyrics. Who run the world? Girls. Yep. Oh no, she has normal lyrics here. Okay, what's the song that I'm thinking about then? Okay, I should stop. I should really stop doing this. Oh, we're streaming. It's Friday. Do we? Is this? Wanna hear about my Honkai Impact gaming experience? So I found out that they give you a character that I kinda like because I saw a lot of fan art of him on Twitter. And I was like, oh, I need to download Honkai Impact and maybe play a little and get the character. So I downloaded Honkai Impact on my iPad. And I need to wait for apps to download on my iPad for like 8 hours for some reason. But whatever, I'm okay with this. Do what you're gonna do. And I completely forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I was waiting for download and then I download the game and then I need to wait like a couple of hours so something would download in Honkai separately, like from Apple Store download. And I've got the character. I've got some roles. I didn't even roll for anybody. I looked at the stack of my characters. I was like, here's Himeko. Here is whatever the fuck her name, Kafka. Here is this new character that I have. I look at them for a couple of seconds. I rotate them in their character selection menu. And then I leave and deleted the game. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm not playing this shit. I'm not insane. How people play this? I mean, I do get how they play it, but I don't think I can ever play MiHoYo game ever. I was playing Genshin from the release date for maybe like a year, and I had a lot of characters and I had a lot of fun in this game, but I can't play this shit anymore. I don't know. There's people who start playing Genshin like I can't speak. Oh, why is my rhetoric in English so bad? I'm actually pretty coherent in the languages, in other languages that I speak, but in this one it's just so hard to get just on syllables to speak confidently. I'm gonna die. I love rambling and I love yapping. So what was I on about? Genshin? Yeah, Genshin fucking sucks. Fuck Genshin. Fuck Honkai. Fuck other Honkai. I'm still gonna play the new game that MiHoYo releases. GGG? Guns, Gamers, Girls? Is it how called? I'm interested because I'm a furry, obviously. And I want a furry character. And I want anthropomorphic dog character in my team or something. Oh, there's also like maid characters in this game, which are really cute. I like maid characters. That's it. That's it. That's all I have to talk about. Oh, I forgot to pour myself some water. Huh. Let me do it and I get to umineko. Just a sec. Oops, I spilled some water. Typical. Typical. 10 wedges to pierce witches. Oh, I remembered what else I was wanting to talk about. So I learned about new character, free character in Honkai from some streamer who was streaming it. Clap, clap, clap. Pathology. And I watched the stream for like 5 minutes. And all I saw on the stream is just streamers sitting here and looking at the screen while characters were speaking in Japanese with just English text popping out. Like, what? How is this? This is what's happening when you pander to fucking weebs. What are you talking about? How is this acceptable? It was fucking corpo... I don't wanna shit on somebody, because I don't think it's their fault to begin with. Maybe it's not a fault at all. Maybe it's not a negative quality. Maybe they just, yeah, listen to the Japanese voice acting and read text on screen. Like, how can you stream like this? How can you do it? Isn't the point is to be like 100% entertaining all the time? I mean, I'm not the best example. I'm not the person to talk about this, but shit. I was so annoyed. That's like when people want to leave Japanese voice acting in a game. Like, why do you need this? It's not gonna make a good stream. Yet again, I'm not saying that I'm good at streaming, but I'm definitely, at least I'm putting some effort, right? Just, it's so free to just sit here and listen to Japanese voice actors doing their job. I don't think it should be like this when you're a streamer. That's annoying. At least, I don't know, I couldn't watch this for a long period of time. Yeah, get fucked, loser. Let's read umineko. Chapter 11. Aww. How many chapters is there? Like... Oh! You know what also? I'm sorry, that's a long ass intro, but it is what it is. There is, my birthday's coming on 10th of February, my birthday. I'm not gonna stream on it, but I'm probably gonna stream the day before it. And I also thought about going crazy with some streaming stuff, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. Oh, and there is also probably... So, it's Friday, I'm streaming Monday. And then I'm streaming Tuesday. And on Tuesday, maybe I'll do like a long endurance stream like I did before. You know, when I streamed for 11 hours and I was just reading. Which would be super fucking fun. So I'm doing this. Another week where I stream just 2 days a week. Maybe I could stream on some weekend. Huh. Okay, stop looking at calendar. Maybe I'm bored. Maybe I'm bored with umineko. That's why I'm doing this. Characters. What are we doing? So, a lot of people died, and... what? Furudo Erika is here, and she's a great girl detective. What happened last time? Oh! Ushirimiya Kraus went missing from his room on the second floor of a mansion. There were a large amount of blood in the bed, making the situation bear a strong resemblance to those of other victims. He is the only victim of a first trial whose body was never witnessed. I miss little comments from Beato in here. Those were kinda endearing. So Grau's missing. Somebody's calling Natsuhi and telling her that they're her kid. Probably somebody from these people or something. I don't know. What else is going on? Butler is reading. Butler can read, which is a nice thing to know, I guess. Wait, let me get this. Ouch. Ow. Oh, they exposing Natsuhi for killing Kinzo or something, right? Log, please. Oh, yeah. Erika confronting Natsuhi about her weird behavior. I remember this. Oh, we also broke the window to Kinzo's study. Yeah, I remember this too. Does something else happen? That's so annoying that I can't scroll faster. Okay. Yeah, they get into the study. Blah blah blah. Nothing that important happened last time, I guess. Nobody else died. Okay, I feel caught up. That's good. Yes, that's nothing more than nitpicking. Aren't you jumping in the gun a little, suspecting Natsuki-san because of a little slip of a tongue like this? Oh yeah. You mentioned that Madam must have reasons to be sure that no one else could have seen the master. But of course, Madam has one. She left the room after seeing the master go to bed. Following common sense, it's perfectly natural to assume that she probably wouldn't meet anyone else until the next morning. No, that isn't natural whatsoever. After all, Natsuki-san, Dr. Nanja, and Kumasawa-san all made that claim a short while ago. Please try to remember. Somebody's voice got changed again. And Natsuki-san was the last person to meet him, right? At around 11 o'clock last night. I wonder if that means he slipped out of a study sometime after that and went somewhere else. Well, but father is a fickle man. Many times he had bothered awake in the middle of the night saying that he had a revelation in a dream and walked around the mansion. Isn't it right, Dr. Nanja? Yes, that sort of thing has happened before. Yeah, now I'm grateful that they have flashbacks here. Maybe game like Umineko does need a flashbacks. As you say, he is a fickle fellow. Maybe they need to put in even more flashbacks. You know, just a couple of frames in black and white from the previous chapter, then I mentioned something in between chapters. That would be nice for people like me with a really shitty memory. Right, Kumasawa-san? That's true. He might have had some sort of strange dream and slipped out of bed. That happened a lot, yes. Yeah, Butler saw him. Yeah. Grandfather often slips out of bed of a sudden late at night. That's what you claimed. Are you gonna tell him? He didn't tell him, right? He didn't tell him that he saw Kinzo? Good. Butler-san, you quite an impressive memory. Fucking hate you, Butler. Why is Butler like this? Why is Butler just better than me in everything? It's so unfair. In other words, it's well known among the people at the Oshiramiya head house, Natsuki-san included, that there is a chance Kinzo-san might wake up in the middle of any given night on a wing and wander around. On top of that, they were aware that this happened quite often. Isn't that odd? If you knew that father often wandered around at night, there is no way you could be certain that he'd stay in a bed until morning, right? It really is like a third-rate mystery. A lot of those had this part in the last 5 minutes where Couplet asks, "When did you figure out it was me?" And the detective answers, "It is, isn't it? That's why I feel let down." If it turns out that Natsuki-san really is the culprit, this will be worse than a TV mystery. That's why I want to clear away the suspicion surrounding Natsuki-san as soon as I can. I want to make sure that this mystery isn't third rate before I do anything else. Huge eyes. No, hi Beato. There is no need to get anxious, Natsuki. She's merely playing with words, a favorite trick of would-be detectives. Is it of any consequence? How can she possibly use that one statement to corner you? In the court of hell, all of the demon jurors will declare you innocent. So calm down and don't get flustered. Sure, when you say it like this, it does make Aunt Natsuki look suspicious. But to me, it sounds just like you're picking holes in whatever she's saying for the sake of it. But it is suspicious. I think this is more than enough reason to suspect that Natsuki-san might be hiding something. That accusation is entirely false! And you are not being fair, Iwa-san! You yourself can testify that I was in fact here at 11 o'clock! Is it true, Iwa-san? Oh, now that you mention it, perhaps it is. I'm sorry. At the time I was losing my head because the gold had been found, so I forgot all about the meeting, Natsuki-san, until just a second ago. So, Iwa-san, you can confirm that Natsuki-san was a witness at 11 o'clock? Unfortunately, yeah. I can attest to part of Natsuki-san's story, but only the part that she came out of this room. What are you implying? Let me tell you what I'm implying. No, I wanted to say this for a long time now. I really did. I really did. What's did? I really did. Why am I making pitch here? Why am I doing this? I really did feel like saying this in the middle of such tragic murder case would be improper, but the timing now is just too perfect. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Natsuki-san? The servants gulped and held their breath. It seemed that they hadn't been able to hide it, after all. Why is Butler silent about meeting fucking grandfather? In the middle of a heavy... What's the noise? Should I check it? Who gave a shit? In the middle of a heavy silence, Eva fingered her trump card, and Natsuki pretended to be calm. Both space and time grew as... Okay, I'm going to check in. I'm going to be quick. I'm going to be like 10 seconds max. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm a little shaky. And every little noise makes me a little paranoid, but it's okay. It actually was literally nothing, so I don't know what I heard. It's normal, absolutely normal. All space and time grew as heavy as lead and swallowed up everything. So, how long Kinza-san has been gone? Erika's words, spoken almost casually, tore that atmosphere to pieces like shattering glass. Simply put, we haven't seen him once at a family conference this year or last. That's right, we've suspected it since last year. Seeing as how my son and the others have just been killed, this may not be the time or place to pursue this. Butler saw him! Excuse you? But there's a chance that this has something to do with a crime, so we will do just that. It's possible that you have a motive for hiding father's death. We can suspect that you're embezzling father's assets. If father were to die, an investigation would be conducted for the distribution of assets, and your embezzlement would be exposed. That's why you've been hiding the fact that father is already dead. Dum. Oh, I see. That's more than enough for the why he done it. This keeps getting more and more third rate. Oh, how boring. I don't know what you're talking about! You accuse me of hiding the death of a head? Slander of this nature is absolutely unforgivable. That's right. In addition to Madame, the other servants take care of the master on a daily basis, and they see him all the time. Genji-san, Salan-san, and Kana-kun. Even Dr. Nanji and Kuwasawa-san meet with him often. Perhaps because he doesn't trust me, I haven't seen him even once since last year, but... Be quiet, Koda! My apologies! All of the witness beside Natsuki-san as servants she employs. You paid them to collaborate your story. Oh, that really is third rate. What a waste of time! I'm disappointed, Natsuki-san. I think it's time I conducted this now. What about Butler? Why is she just standing here being shut up? What is he doing? Butler, go to work! You have... concluded what? Shinomiya Kinza-san. What it is? An invited guest? You don't exist. You're a ghost whose death has been concealed by people who didn't want it to know due to inheritance problem. If you're a ghost, you should pass on quickly to the next world, as ghosts are meant to. Oh, where are my manners? This is the first time I've met and I've yet to give you a proper greeting. Good day, pleasure to meet you, and goodbye. Bear's pipe. Stop mere millimeters from Erika's face, so close that you might just barely have been able to wedge a single sheet of paper between them. And good day from me, Shinomiya family alchemist Beatrice the Golden. I shall be your opponent in this fight from here on out. Glad to meet you. I'm the detective of this game, Furuda Erika. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and soon to bid you farewell. So, you ladies Bercastel next piece after Angie. I'm afraid I didn't get to fight with her to my satisfaction in the end. It pleases to me that we can test wits at last. Piece of Lady Bercastel. My master is almighty and all-powerful. A fool like you couldn't even begin to compare with her. I accept your challenge. You really are calm. Even though a witch has appeared before you and is about to fight with magic and fantasy. If you were Butler, you'll be on your knees wailing that this isn't a mystery anymore. Well, parallel words like this are popular even within the mystery genre these days. Are you familiar with a detective whose reasons from armchair in a meta-like space? You know what time is this? It's this time of a stream, I'm sorry. Is she gonna mention something more about it? Oh no! Mind your Arcanist, theater doesn't make a debut until next year! What the hell? You're not allowed to do this! And you're not allowed to call out yourself on this! Okay, this is really funny. So it's 1987? 1987. What is she talking about? I need to know who all those detectives are. I need to know. Brothers Killer. 11 meta novels that will blow your mind. Cool. (1987). Bing is fucking worthless! How can I find any information about anything, ever? Okay, whatever. I found it after stream. You certainly are picky for a witch. You think yourself a witch's equal? Don't be so concealed, you miserable little human. Better snap your fingers and something bounced around the room at terrifying speeds. Speeds. It was a witch's stake. The witch's wage which contained the power of a blue truth within it. Of course, a mere human like Erika couldn't follow its terrible speed with her eyes. Erika understood this, so she didn't attempt to look every which way, stupidly trying to spot it. You slowpoke, take this. With a terrible sound, Lucifer Blue's stake buried itself into Erika's right collarbone. It shot all the way through and out of her back. Spinning as it rebounded off the wall, Lucifer landed in front of Beato and disappeared, laughing shrilly. Shrilly? 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 Shrimp? Shrilly? Okay. Erika wasn't blown back. However, a blue wedge was stuck deeply into her. So this is called Blue Truth. Well done. Let me hear your opinion. You can eliminate the possibility that Natsuki made Kinzo at 11 p.m. In the 6+ hours between then and the time you all barged into the study, Kinzo had every opportunity to escape. Because of this, you can't state decisively that Kinzo doesn't exist. Beato announced this with an expression worthy of her title as witch. Erika, on the other hand, was silent. Was she too shocked to speak? There was no anguish in her expression. She was just quietly listening to Beato's Blue Truth. No, judging by her disdainful expression, it would probably be more appropriate to say that Beato words went in one ear and out of the other. Good! Begin as the orthodox. By the way, the thing really stuck good. It won't come out. She tried pulling from the front and the back of a blue wedge that pierced her, but it didn't budge an inch. However, her indifferent, relaxed expression didn't budge an inch either. You can't take it out. The blue truth can only be broken by red truth. As you are the guest who came to this island a day ago at most, there exists no truth that you could possibly know. There is no red available to the likes of you. In other words, this is checkmate. What about Butler? What about Butler meeting Kinzo? What about Butler meeting Kinzo? I see. This is one of those spaces. In this case, I'll need a piece sustainable for fighting a witch. I am the detective. Let it be my role to deal with a human culprit. You are a witch. There is a piece better suited for the role of dealing with a witch, which... I'm so sorry. There is a piece better suited to the role of dealing with witches and demons. New character? New character? I don't have a voice. Allow me to introduce you. Miss Dlanor. It looked like it's your turn. Dlanor? I knew it! I was certain that you bring the piece in sooner or later. The 10 witch hunting mages, the Archbishop of Witch Hunting, Dlanor! There is no more fitting piece for a battle against devils and demons. I have my double, Erika, and the greatest natural enemy of mages, Dlanor. I have now taken control of a 7th rank with my 2 rooks, and now you entertain me, Lambda Delta, and you too, Beatrice, as I watch you struggle and scramble to no avail. Who the fuck is this? Is this, Yup. It is her. Fuck you. Why are you looking like this? Is this normal? This design, simultaneously, it's kinda cute. She's kinda like a bunny, you know? She's kinda like a bunny, but it's also trash. Are you gonna give me her in the characters? The air what's with my throat? Jesus! The air shone brightly, and the piece Erika has guided here, why am I doing this? Shown its form. It was a form that resembles a cleric, perfect for confronting an evil witch. Pleased to meet you. Lenore A. Knox is my name. Even though the atmosphere and the space could be cut with a knife, she introduced herself with a neat and frank manner. Her out-of-place appearance, completely different from those of the demons and witches, felt blatantly old and had a kind of severity to it. This is the first time I've met you, but I've heard the rumors. Couldn't track justice. Dlanor A. Knox, Dora Noru A. Nokusu. Member of Acer Jungfrau, the Seventh District Repentance Enforcement Agency of a Great Court of Heaven. What the fuck is this design? Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Why? Why is they looking like this? Why are they all wearing... Hold on. You see? What the hell is this? Like, what is this? What is it? What? This is like some Final Fantasy pants with bunny suit with like trash fire collar. Like what? What? Literally worst umineko design ever. I kind of like her face and her cute hat, but worst umineko design 2024 confirmed. Jesus Christ! Yeah, let's cover this. Let's cover this shit. That's good that I only see her upper half. Fucking Sora looking pants. Jesus. She gets the name Death Sentence. Did I read this? Chief Inquisitor, ranked Archbishop, first class. Oh, she's a chess piece also, right? Goes by the name Lenore of the Ten Wages, or Death Sentence Lenore. She gets the name Death Sentence because true Inquisitors normally judge their targets to determine whether they deserve the death penalty or not. Lenore, as a Chief Inquisitor, is only dispatched after a case had been vigorously inspected by the Great Court. Therefore, the very act of dispatching her is equivalent to a death sentence. Her father was the legendary Inquisitor, Gennicus, but he broke the rules and was executed. She was the one who interrogated and executed him. Typical. Since last time, she had stopped growing, and both her body and mind remained entirely those of a young girl. Typical. I love that it just happens, like, it just happens normally. Like, there is no magical reasons for her body to be like this. They just, yeah, we're in an anime, we're just doing this, okay. It is whispered that your heart also died at this moment, but she does not see it this way. Her primary weapon as a conceptual arms red key and a blue key, they take the form of a long sword and a short sword. Trash fire. Jesus. I can't believe this. I can't believe how bad this character is. Oh my god. What's best umineko character design? Definitely Beatrice. Beatrice is pretty good. I mean, her dress does look cheap, but you know, it's art style problem. Delta looks awful. Mercastel looks okay. Mercastel design is neat and like clean. Virgilia has boring design. Renault, no comment. Gap. Yeah, Gap does have trash fire design, but this one, at least it's kind of fun. Like, they got creative with fan servicey part. But this is like, oh yeah, let's do the same shit as this. Like... Human designs are pretty good. I mean, not this one. But some designs for sure. Nah, this design is okay. Certain design is okay too. Yeah, Butler design is pretty cool. Kinder's design is good, for sure. Nah, Natsuki is Natsuki. It's so weird that your hair is two different colors. Eva's design is weird, but I like it. Okay, whatever. Let's not talk design, especially because I can't say anything more than I like it nor I dislike it. This is the first time I've met you, but I've heard all the rumors. Therefore, this truly doesn't feel like a first meeting. The same goes to me, Miss Beatrice. A certain Jungfrau has a detailed file on you 600 pages long. I always look over those, so this doesn't feel like the first meeting for me either. What's with these words? How am I supposed to say those? Oh, let's hear how she speaks in Japanese. How about this? Maybe it's gonna give me an idea. I wish she would stop saying big words that I can't pronounce and I can't read too. I'm stalling so much in the last streams. I don't know. Oh, she has glasses on this one for some reason. Yeah, just her sister designed a trash. Engine design probably one of the best in the game. It's a good design. I like Eva Beatrice design too. It's not bad. Oops. Oh, she speaks in a child voice. Hajimemashite. Doraon. Doranoru enoksu noshimasu. Oi. I love Bea's voice. The Secretary of Hell could summarize those 6,000 pages in a mere 6 letters. Allow me to ask. I love how it just says like 5 words. 5 fucking sentences in Japanese and just 1 word here. Danger. Yeah, whatever, I get it. Is she gonna be insane? Is she gonna like go crazy? Is she gonna start like yelling? What is this voice? What is this choice for this character? Why is she fucking child? Like, is it normal that I don't think of her as a child? Like, her design that doesn't give me a child vibes at all. For some reason, fuck, my voice is getting worse and worse. Worse and worse. For some reason, when it comes to like girls in anime, I always assume, always, every time that they're of age and they're just drawn like this. This is a huge fucking copium. Yeah, but most of the time they not of age. They're young. But every time I see a character who's young in anime, I'm like, yeah, they all look young, so I might as well make the best assumption I could, you know? I should not be charitable to anime media. That's a good summary. When I get back, out of respect for you, I will choose out your file with an additional 2 letters for a total of 8. Executed. So I'm not cute now. So I'm cute now. Flutter will get you nowhere, my guest. Then let us continue. Miss Beatrice, I, Chief Inquisitor Donor, do humbly accept my my role as your opponent. I have already completed my first move. If you can revolve the blue vase from the fruit of Erika over here, then you might as well throttle back up to heaven and get back to your usual boring job of stomping things. Take care of this mage, whatever it is, please. Beatrice-san seemed to think that this is all it takes to achieve checkmate. After making a show of tapping the blue vase that pierced her with her finger, Erika shrugged as though taunting Beatrice. But Beatrice, it's alright, I'm just going to toy with her a little bit. After all, if things get bad, I can take Kinza's ghost and flee from here wherever I want. I can leave this room at any time and go anywhere. That is useless. Huh? Encouraging me is equivalent to your demise. There will be no escape. No one can evade me. Okay, I'm sorry, we're doing this again. I want to see if she going nuts in those lines. as... I'm always forgetting where I need to press. Nope. 誰も逃げられない。逃げられない。逃げら。私に出会ったらそれが終焉です。逃げら。逃しません。誰も逃げられない。逃げられない。誰も逃げられない。誰も逃げられない。I'm sorry. I have awful listening Japanese skills, like absolutely fucking horrendous. I could hardly get what they're talking about with people in Japanese talking about like all the time. As you say, there's always a possibility that father bolted away command off somewhere. But you know what? I can state for certain that such thing couldn't be happening. You know why? Why is Butler silent still? Of course I don't. Are you saying that you stood outside this door all night, waiting for make sure that the head didn't take a step outside? Yes, someone was watching. This little guy right here. Who the fuck? Is Gertrude is another fucking Gus reference? Excuse me? Or Gertrude is a reference to... this guy. To Goethe. Who the fuck wrote Gertrude? It was Goethe, not Goethe, right? But there is a character named Gertrude in some Goethe book? No? In Werther's Suffering of Jan Werther's? No? Yeah, Gertrude is for sure fucking Goethe book. No fucking way her name is Gertrude! What is this referencing? For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Your design is much better than the last one, but she's still wearing this fucking ugly bunny suit. What the hell? Like, look at this top. This is awesome. Kind of separation here. This is a really nice design. I really like it. And I like her head. Like, her top part is really cute. And she herself is pretty cute. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Be advised that entering or exiting through this door is impossible. Guards, you are hereby ordered to blockade the study door. Oh! You do have some technology! This is the point! All these people are gijinkas of fucking technology or something, right? Like, for sure she's like a camera. Does she look like a camera? She could, like... Huh. Do you think their design should signify something? Like, she wearing bodysuit and all of them wearing bodysuits, but I already kind of figured out that they're servants, right? They're real people. At least some of them, maybe not all of them, but some of them are real people. Mammon? Lucifer? Is she... Is it actually a fucking sci-fi story that I don't get about? Is the point of Ushinomiya family prosperity that Kinzo just like great inventor or something? Like, you are a camera for sure, right? The door to heaven opens with a strong, unrelevant radiance like a sun's, and Lenore's subordinate appeared. Their words were clad in the red truth and cut off the witch's method of escape. Hi, whore. Sorry. Hi! Chaser for 10, right here! You were like guns, you're literally operating with like gun terminology, right? And you named us after guns, so you are Gijinkas for guns. Chaser 45, right here! It has been some time, Great Lady Beatrice. We were dispatched in accordance with Alliance Agreement number 1516 and a request from the Great Count of Heaven. We apologize for rudeness that is follow. You formed a precious blockade and study door, Nya. I think it's best that you stay away from the door, Nya. For your attention, I further inform you of the following. From last night and 23:00 until the present time, the study door has not opened even once. Okay, you are camera. You're some other machine? Okay. This is insane. Who the fuck thought, oh, let's make a machine that we're gonna use to commit crimes as the anime girls in the story, let give them characters and let them put them in this situation in this like meta world where everybody's fighting for some reason and playing some fucking 5D fucking chess. Like what? I hate you. I hate all of you. Oh, they all have the same color of eyes. What is this scrap of paper? It's a completely ordinary receipt, but even so, its mere scrap of paper proves that you lied. Last night, when you came out of a study, you saw her chance and wedged the receipt into a clunk of a door to the study. Oh. It's not camera? Okay. You sure? You sure it's not a camera? And it fell down just now that Rudolph couldn't open the door for us. You know what it means? In other words, from 11 PM last night until now, it's impossible that fire could have opened this door. Why is Butler is still silent? Why is he just shut up? What'd you say? Rudolph, the window was locked, right? Yeah, that's why I smashed the glass. The other windows are all locked as well. They can be locked from the outside by construction. Who is she? She's cute! For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Be advised the windows were all locked. Guards blockade all the windows. In the name of Frau, the Imperial Guards is hereby permitted to make use of forbidden weapons. Understood, ma'am. All units clearance granted for use of forbidden weapon. Red warheads. Transmit activation code. Yeah? The password doesn't work, yeah. 410, turn cap locks off and try again! Chester troops, precision blockade for study door and all the windows complete. The great Lady Beatrice is hereby warned that if anything is caught passing through this physically, conceptually, or by any other method, we will fire without warning. Data link from Archangel Satellites! Archangel Satellites! Home informant, we took mild conceptual guidance. And on top of that, we got red warheads, yeah. It's possible to shoot down, impossible to avoid, impossible to survive and hit. I'd smash even Lady Beatrice into bits, yeah. The Chester troops had laid down a pinpoint blockade over the door and all of the windows. Escape would no longer be permitted through any of this. My, I should be the Get fucked, loser. She can't pronounce any words. Who the fuck is playing umineko? Right now, on Twitch. Except for me. My, I should be doing the welcoming, but it seems I'm the one being welcomed. And the courtesy call of the Chester sisters down, no less. For your attention, I beg to inform you that the pass of retreat had been served. Supervision, Lenore, let us now remove the sin and purity. Oh, she's so cute, I really like her. Your work is appreciated, Miss Beatrice. I have had your path of retreat terminated. You cannot leave through the door, nor can you leave through the windows. You will find this escape is now impossible. What about Butler? You think you have trapped me with this alone? The Inquisitor in Heaven and her subordinates surrounded the witch. The subordinates used a powerful barrier to cut off Beatrice's methods of escape. Fucking wall of bullshit. Demons prefer to fight, and as a result, they sometimes allow their victims to escape. However, angels prefer to block off passages of escape, and as a result, they eradicate their targets without fail. In other words, from the time you claim you bid him honest good night yesterday, until the time Rudolph opened the door, this study has a perfect locked room. In this case, Fuzz has gotta be here. But we haven't seen... But we haven't seen hide nor hair of him. I did not sleep well. Probably my ability to read is really at loud at least, is really depends on my ability. The amount of sleep I was getting the night before, and I did not sleep a lot. Come on, what the hell is going on? I keep telling you to calm yourself. The thought that I, Beatrice, could be imprisoned nearby because the doors and windows are closed is simply laughable. Kinzo, I was planning on playing around, but it seems our guest has no such intentions. Let us withdraw before we outstay our welcome. I would not hesitate to give up this life of mine, but for Natsu's sake, I cannot die yet. Beato waved her pipe and the air was split vertically. Then, a pitch-black gate appeared here and slowly opened. It was a warp portal, the same as the pitch-black holes that Gap used. In my file, it should have said this. She is an elusive phantom, appearing and disappearing whenever she desires. As long as Kinzo has me, I will be impossible to capture him. The pitch-black gate opened. The gate led from everywhere and to nowhere. Both Beato and Kinzo would be sent to a place where no one would catch them. A place where no one could set a foot, much less chase after them. This is the study of the Shiromiya family had. And it's also a room that was his direct hand in designing. Don't you agree that this would be nothing strange about him having some sort of mechanism for getting outside without using the door? Yes, of course! There would be nothing at all strange about Master having a hidden door. A hidden door? Really? Where would we find one of those? It's a hidden door, so nobody knows. That's a great one. That's a great one, Natsuki. There are several mechanisms and hidden door in the mansion that only Father knows of. No one had seen them firsthand, but all the people in the mansion know of them in concept. Correct? Yes! It's true that there have been rumors about hidden passages only the Master knows of. There is a sort of trick that Kinzo-san would love. And they are hidden doors after all. No matter how much people such as ourselves might search, it's only natural that we won't find them. I see. It's devil's proof. You're saying that we can't eliminate the possibility that the hidden door exists in this room. That's nonsense! It's all made up! How dare you stoop to this just because you lie about concealing Father's death is about to be revealed? Darn right, just where in the study is a hidden door? Go on! Try proving it exists! No proof is required. It's a devil's proof. The existence of hidden door is impossible to discover or disprove. Therefore, no one can eliminate the possibilities that Kinzo escaped from the studies through the hidden door. Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh. This is nice transition. I will not allow a hidden door to exist in this room. Beato Blue Wage, which had been fired off as a farewell gift, was crushed with a flash of the Lenore longsword, with a pitch-black gate was crushed as well. And it wasn't just crushed visibly and physically. From that moment onwards, the warp portal which conceptualized hidden doors had been destroyed forever. That's so annoying that Butler is just shutting up about him literally seeing Kinzo for the last moment so that Beato would like have a hope for escaping the situation. Whoa. You guys are so annoying. This is so annoying. How can someone like you, who is neither the owner of a study nor the game master, use the red truth? And what was that? What do you mean you won't allow hidden doors to exist? Hidden. It's because that's what defines mystery. No, absurd. It's forbidden for hidden passages to exist. Oh! She named after this guy. Okay. Yes, I mentioned it before. I don't know why I'm being dumb about it. I'm sorry. You can't have any hidden doors in the mystery genre. I'm terribly sorry. In this world, gods other than a god do not exist, and hidden doors do not exist. They must not exist. We will not allow them to exist. They are blasphemy. Arrogance enough to shock a witch. How delightfully prosperous. Prosperous? Prospero? Preposterous. Shaking my head, shaking my head. Here it comes! The 10 wages, the beast wages! Just like usual, it's a kind of a rational argument I just love to hear! What a fool. The devil's proof might have been vague enough to let you escape from everything until now. But now that you're up against Lenore, the move won't work anymore, Beatrice. They're just writing the perfect fucking novel. They're just... Umineko is actually about, like, joy of creation or something. As I thought, you're no different from an ordinary witch. I'm disappointed. Beato, it seems after all that this is not the opponent who will allow us to an easy escape. Please do entertain me, Beatrice-san. You should at least serve some tea for your guests. It doesn't even matter if it's third rate. How did Kinza escape from this rock room study? Educate me with your blue truth. Oh, she's so happy. Such a happy face. Very well. Make sure you don't regret it. It's possible that, after slipping out of the door, Kinza noticed the trick with the receipt and incorrectly returned it to its original place. That possibility has already been eliminated in red. After 2300, the door to the study was now open even once. Kinza might have been a marvelous mage and inventor. He might have invented a concoction to turn his body to mist and spilled out through the keyhole. No such substance exists. It must not exist. Maybe he invented a teleportation device. This possibility is impossible to eliminate because of a devil's proof. Why is he all like talking like this? Like, it's so annoying. Such a machine does not exist. I will not permit it to exist. This is kind of annoying now. Like, can we have anything? Oh, I love this. I love they're just blue and red, blue and red, blue and red. Not my favorite color combination. My favorite color combination is like red and pink. Nah, it's probably not bad. Like, look at it. I can think of a good design that uses these two colors. What could it be? Can you think of one? Blue and red. Oh, probably like Snow White. But Snow White has like basic colors. How the fuck are they called in English? Primal colors? Primal colors are always suit together great, but I feel like I even like red and yellow more than red and blue. Red and blue is like Sonic versus Shadows. It works for two different characters, but it doesn't work in one design. At least it doesn't work in one design this often. You can 100% make it work. I'm sorry. Oh, you can examine every chemical substance in the world? You can rule out the existence of unknown scientific devices? There is no way you can. It's the devil's proof. You cannot rule out their existence. I will repeat. In the name of a god. In the name of God, I will not permit such chemicals or devices to exist. From now on until the next... From now on until the end of a time, I will not permit them to exist. This is great face, actually. It's kind of funny that she, inspired by this really rational, not to say scientific, but maybe like literature, science guy. Nah, really? Literature, science? Am I sure about this? Okay, some critic guy, right? Who's really rational, but she is also like an inquisitor. Whose primal purpose is being obsessed with God and stuff like this. It's funny concept for a character. I wish her design were good. Human in the future? Huh, so you think you can even deny the possible futures of a human race? It's not Fourth Commandment. It's forbidden for unknown drugs or obscure scientific devices to be used. Oh my god, it's like Beatrice showing them her writing, and now she depressed. Oh, I love creator reading of umineko. So, Beatrice is writing a perfect murder mystery book. And she writes and writes and writes. And all of these people, like Butler, Lambra Delta, and Federica, they all came here. And they all, like, proofreading her writing. She uses an editor, and all of them are, like, editors. And this is them just shitting and critiquing her writing. This is really funny. Okay. This is nice. Could it really be it? And now the real Beatrice is catatonic because she's like in some sort of creator's block. And Butler gonna show her joy of writing. Oh my god. I'm having a blast. This is awesome. This is fun as fuck. Oh shit. Sorry, hold on. I nearly died again. Okay, Umineko Joy of Creation reading on interpretation. 10 out of 10, literally my favorite. It all fits. It all fits. Oh, this is nice. Fuck. My throat feels awful now that I nearly choked on water. Hold on, give me like a second more. Okay, I'm sorry. The possession of humanity and the techniques and knowledge in the future might bring for God to decide. Their existence had been declared forever. And their existence had been declared forever denied. Therefore, from now until the end of time, I will not allow for such technology to exist. It is not permitted. Beat and Lenore had just gone through a massive exchange of red and blue. However, not only had Lenore not taken any damage, she also showed no signs of fatigue. Beata might have been a fearsome witch, but blood flowed through her veins and she did breathe. She felt both pain and fatigue, but Lenore was like a doll made of marble. She felt no fatigue, no pain, no hesitation. Even if Beata's sharp wages had aimed right for Lenore's eyes, she wouldn't have shot them. No, it was doubtful whether she even blinked in the first place. Oh, she doesn't blink? That's cool. But Beatrice, hang in here. I'd heard rumors, but she really is the worst matchup for me. To think that dreams, hopes, and even future possibilities are forbidden, the arrogance of the gods is overwhelming. They are proofreading her writing. I'd expect no less from a witch hunt executioner. It seems we'll never be able to drink together. Even the stakes which had declared Butler over and over had absolutely no effect on Lenore. She had expected that already more or less, but she hadn't expected to be repelled so easily. Quite a formidable opponent. Oh my, so even the great goldsmith had gotten old and deceived. Hearing those words come out of your mouth is rarer than seeing two comets in a night sky. I'm not deceived, I'm already dead. That's true. Sorry, but I won't let you be for just a little longer. Beata experienced something she'd only rarely felt during her entire life. It was probably what we'd call hardship, Ooh. As Natsuki tried to comfort her, Beata quietly brushed aside her hand, and she regained her posture again, showing off the witch's pride and her continued readiness to fight. Is this all? There was no need for me to be present. I am disappointed. I'm not done yet. I was just testing a few moves just now. I was only trying to measure your abilities. It's foolish in the extreme. Know your place, Golden Witch. Lady Beatrice. Beata's expression became tense once again. No longer was there any trace of mischief. The mood changed. The time for playing is over. Here I go. In this case, I shall acknowledge that Kinzo did not enter or leave the study. Why not accept your locked room? For your attention, I beg to inform you that Beatrice had changed her pattern of attack. Beatrice, who had until then thoughtfully resisted the idea that a locked room exists, did an about-face. She declared that she would accept that proposition. Of course she didn't mean that she'd surrender. There was a new attack of Beatos. Eleanor noticed this and readied herself. What's going on? Why did Lady Beatrice acknowledge the locked room when she's trying to destroy it, Nia? She's probably going to claim that Kinzo existed outside of its room. Reactivation of a great Lady Beatrice war potential confirmed. Natsuki claims to have talked with Kinzo in the study, but she never said that she spoke to him face to face. Therefore, if Kinzo was in the location other than the study, there is no contradiction as long as they held the conversation. After bouncing an erratic angle, the witch's stake pierced the top of Eleanor's foot. You sure are slow. Top to the foot, all mine. Natsuki used the internal phone line to the study to speak with Kinzo, who was in another place. There is nothing strange about Kinzo, who hates their relatives, predicting that they would enter his study and leaving to go elsewhere. He might have gone to the hidden mansion, Kuvadorian. The power of Beata's blue truth began to dwell at the stake of Asmodeus, piercing the top of Eleanor's foot, changing the stake into a blue wedge. Not bad, that makes sense, yeah. Blue truth, bullet! A cyclone of gold butterflies swept up with Beata at its center. The magical power of a pitch-black gate that has been smashed was once again revealed. If she could not hold Lenore off here somehow, this time she would be able to rob Kinzo out of a study all the way to Kuvadorian. Lenore moved clumsily, trying to put the blue wedge out of her foot, but it didn't even budge. Of course, Beata didn't miss this chance. No witch would! I have more, so prepare yourself. There's a chance that Kinzo mentioned by Natsuki does not refer to the person himself. The Kinzo spoken of by Natsuki might have been another name for another room. Kinzo had taken refuge in Kuvadorian and was impossible to contact. Perhaps Natsuki called this room father. What? And by contemplating inside of it, she felt as though she had received some sort of revelation from Kinzo. We've stopped you from moving, you're already lost. Beelzebub blue wedge pierced the base of Lenore's neck. Of course, even this didn't cause you to flinch, but your movements were restricted even further. Further. Interesting. Is this all? You don't call it full course dinner if you stop at the soups and ours, the pardon my French. I'll hit you with the main dish and the dessert at once, so watch your stomach explode and die. Why are you like this? Even if, as you say, there's a locked room and impossible to escape from, you can't deny the possibility that he is still hiding in this room. I'm not talking about the hidden door. He might be under the bed or above the ceiling. He might be hiding in such subtle blind spots that even a demon could not recognize it. Oh, it might be the Natsuhi, ordered by Kinzo to act as his proxy, considered himself both his representative and another Kinzo. In other words, it's possible that Natsuhi was also Kinzo. What? I've got plenty more! At 11 o'clock last night, Kinzo escaped out of the window. Natsuhi watched him go and unlocked the window. That doesn't lead to any problems, in fact. It might be the most beautiful blue truth yet. This is the best one of the banters that they have. Like, Beato laying up your option. This is nice. This is great. They should have done this from the beginning. How's that, Lenora Knox? There are many number of ways to escape from this locked room. No, your foolishness is trying to oppose my master. There is no need for you to argue back. Just suffer defeat and sleep here for all eternity. The seven sisters appeared from Beato's golden tornado one after another, and they pierced Lenore's with blue wedges. 4 blue wedges were buried into her neck, her chest, her gut, and even her thigh, including the one buried into the top of her foot. She had been punctured by 5 stakes. Are we in a new chapter? Ah, Beatrice-sama! No, we're not. What about my turn? Use you if you think of you anymore. Be quiet by now. How's that, Lenore the Witch Hunter? After screwing so many witches in a part and burning them at the stake, how does it feel to have the tables turned and be screwed by a witch? They were all ridiculous arguments, but they came fiercely one after another. Though a total of 5 wages pierced Lenore, her expression didn't change in the slightest. However, her movements had indeed been limited. Oh, witches sure are scary, nya. You can beat twisted logic, nya. They don't know you violate the Nox Decalogue. They all violate. Well done, Beatrice. Even there's no one in the study, and even if it's locked room, that alone is enough to deny Father's existence. Against a normal opponent, I think the matter's settled by now. But this is Lenore, Chief Inquisitor. The ruthless woman even killed her father when he violated the 10 Commandments. Kinzo, now! Now that Lenore has been pinned down, there was their chance to recover their magical power and escape. Once again, a pitch-black gate began to rise slowly in front of Beato and Kinzo, fucking butler. Though the gate had once again been opened by simply drawing in the air, it was so easy in the study now, filled as it was with the power of denial. Do you see it now, everyone? No matter how much you question the state of a study, the truth of Father good health remained unshakable. Oh, very bold words. I suggest you don't forget that you and I are both also part of this battle. I cannot fight against the witches, but I can fight against you. Erika grinned at Natsuhi with a smile more demonic than real demons. Natsuhi-san, let me ask you again. Are you sure that last night you spoke with the Shiremiya Kinzo-san in this room? Yes. I have said repeatedly that I reported the day's events to him and bid him good night. This may be a strange thing to ask, but it may be a strange thing to ask, but since it's needed to prove your innocence, please answer me straightforwardly. Is this Kinzo-san you speak of the same Shiremiya Kinzo-san we're all thinking of? It isn't a different person or thing with the same name, is it? I'm not really sure what you mean. It's like this. You didn't, for instance, start calling this room itself Father, and after Father's death, right? Maybe she's delusional and she doesn't know this, you know? You can't just say it. That's what she's asking. You said you gave a report of the day events to father before bed, right? That doesn't mean you were here alone, delivering your report directly to the wall of a study and addressing it as father, does it? Oh, how rude! Nothing of the sort happened. Father is father. He's in a good health, and I most certainly gave him a report and said goodnight to him in this room last night. I'm not trying to trick you or talk my way out of anything. I should stop drinking water so fast. What's wrong with me? My mistakes doesn't teach me anything. Why am I speaking in this voice? Why am I speaking in this voice? Oh my god, why am I like this? Explore. Nope. I see. In this case, can you repeat what I tell you to? If you aren't tricking or deceiving us in any way, you should be able to repeat my words. Fine. I'll repeat whatever you want. Repetition requested. Ushiramiya Natsuhi at 11 o'clock last night spoke with Ushiramiya Kinzo in this room, where he was also present. Ushiramiya Natsuhi at 11 o'clock last night spoke with Ushiramiya Kinzo in this room, where he was also present. Good. Then we ask one last thing. Seriously now, Natsuki-san, you didn't do anything such as throwing Kinzo-san out the window after your conversation and locking the window behind him, I presume? Because everything still makes sense if you did. Why would I send father out of the window? This is intolerable. I can do it. It's not that hard, it's just words. They can hurt me, right? Can they? Where's my notification from Twitch that I'm streaming? How would I know that I'm streaming if Twitch didn't send me my notification? Why would I send father out of the window? This is intolerable. This mockery is intolerable. Intolerable. Tolerate? Intolerable. Tolerate? Intolerable. Okay, give me a second. Intolerable. 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 Shoot me in the head. Intolerable. Tolerate. I won't tolerate. Tolerate? Is this... Words stop making sense in my head. Oh no. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Are you guys in characters? Oh. Oh? Excuse you, who the fuck is this? 556, Chester 556, Chase Style 556, a weapon of his sister's cavalry, which serves Pendragon. Although 556 has been a quiet girl who has always been teased, she was loved by everybody. However, luck was not on her side, and she suffered a brutal death in a battle with a black witch. She was state-of-an-art weapon and added color to the sister's cavalry, which had strong favor of an honor guards. 556 was in charge of Squad 5 support. She shot not to kill, but to protect her allies. So all of them are the guns that they have in the Shiramiya mansion, right? There were 4 guns in the Shiramiya mansion, for sure, right? Are you not a chess piece? Who are you? Gertrude, Garurudo. Gatorudo. I can read katakana, I swear. A member of a Sergeantfrau, the 7th District Repentance Enforcement Agency of a Great Court of Heaven, Senior Assistant Inquisitor, Ranked Minister, 1st Class, an Assistant Inquisitor. She's tasked... Your garters are cute. Can you see them? See her garters. Those are so cute. As an assistant inquisitor, she is tasked with adding during interrogations and hearing. This is so bad, I'm so sorry. In practice, execution ends up being the primary focus of most missions, and so she is usually assigned to the job of using barriers to block the target's means of escape. On duty, she is calm, flawless, expressionless, and emotionless. However, in truth, she is quite compassionate and loved by many of her juniors. She has already passed the exam to become a full inquisitor and has offered a position in a different district, but she refused. She continued to serve alongside Lenore, to whom she owns a great debt, waiting for his reassignment under her. Therefore, though she's an assistant, she's treated as an inquisitor, Archbishop, 3rd class. Cornelia. What is this name reference to? A member of a Jungfrau, the 7th District Repentance Enforcement Agency of a Great Court of Heaven, Assistant Inquisitor, ranked Minister, 3rd class. She had obtained high grades in academic exercises, but this is her first time on the job. She possesses a strong sense of justice and is currently cramming for exams to become an inquisitor like Lenore. Her current goal is to become more like veteran assistant Gertrude. She actually was a jealous personality, but she pretends to be emotionless in imitation of Gertrude. Who the fuck is this girl? Are they the same person? They kinda look alike, but... Oh, it was me! I was Chaster, 5 or 6. She is too innocent and pure for one connected to heresy hearing, and she knows nothing of dirty jobs and dark side of a profession. Gertrude intentionally selected her for this mission, which stinks of Senate conspiracy. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, they also have like bows on the back of their dresses. I love those. Oops. Let's finish it. She did this to give Cornelia a chance to ask herself whether this sort of job really is the right one for her. What are those personalities that they have? What are those backstories? All of them had red eyes except for her. No way those people are real, right? They are Gijinkas. Okay. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. The Kinza Nasuhi mentioned refers to nothing other than Shiremiya Kinza. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Natsuhi claims that she was face to face with Kinza in the study at 11 p.m. Natsuhi let out a cry, but it was too late. She had completely risen into the provocation. The blue wedge of the food pressed in the telephone discussion. I'm hungry. The blue wedge to the neck representing the study itself being called Kinza. The blue wedge to the gut representing Natsuhi herself being called Kinza. That she didn't get it? Okay, whatever. The blue wedge over tight representing Natsuhi letting Kinza escape out of the window and locking it afterwards. Oh my god! We win in the metaverse! How? We ask questions! Woo! The four of them shattered with the sound of a tin glass, because Natsuhi, the one who knew the truth, had denied them. Those denial had gained the power of a red truth. I mean, Despite Kinza's absence from the locked room, Beato has introduced 5 ways that Kinza could still exist. Natsuki had carelessly destroyed the premise behind 4 of those herself. Only 1 wage remained. Imagine that Beatrice is just like on some writing forum and she sends people her book that she writes, her murder mysteries that she sets up and writes, and there is 2 fucking active members of umineko forum. There's 2 active members that constantly shit on her writing, like there is Butler. I can't! This metaphor just lays here all too well! They constantly yelling at each other at the forums. Is there a writing? Okay, let's not talk about it. In other words, this was the last big truth which could bury the contradiction of Kinza existing in the study at 11 o'clock but not existing here later after it had become a locked room. There was only the theory that pierced the Lenore's chest. Kinza is hiding somewhere in this room. Should we play Katawa Shoujo at some point? I would be interested in playing this on stream. Katawa Shoujo is a really interesting project for me. With this theory, even if Kinza wasn't present in the locked room of a study, he could exist here. In this wage of Saturn's were to be crushed, their stance of escape in this room would be hopelessly dim. Beatrice-sama! Quickly! Escape while you still can! Lenore slowly gasped the final wedge, which still pierced her chest. Her vice-like grip seemed to be causing sudden, immersed pain, as though all the bones in her body were being broken. All the bones in her body being broken. What is this? What is this, Tom Twisted? All that remains is this one wedge. It's about Kinza hiding somewhere in this room, correct? I'm the detective and I had searched everywhere. If even I haven't found him, just where do you suggest he's hiding? With the final wedge still sticking out of your chest, Lenore slowly approached Beato. If this wedge was taken out, then... allow me to ask, just where in the study is Kinza hiding? Who knows? Maybe he's under the bed. The possibility was searched and voided. Maybe he's in the bus stop. Searched and voided. Inside the closet, under the desk, behind the curtains. Searched and voided. Oh, voided, voided. Behind the bookshelf, behind the closet, under the carpet, under the floor, above the ceiling, behind the wallpaper, inside the sofa, inside the chair, inside the bed, inside the blanket, inside the walls, inside the rock, inside the stone, inside the room. Voided, voided, voided. Voided, void, dead, dead, dead. Void, 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 dead, 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 death. Die the death. Sentence to death. Great equalizer to the death. She's little me. No location would work against Lenore's at this point. Lenore took Beato's final departure out loud head on, turning everything black with a far stronger power of denial. Smug them down, beat them down with overwhelming force. No longer is there any place in the study for Kinza to escape to. Butler just looking at it. I mean, he doesn't see it, but still, that's so annoying. Better was blowing black like a leaf that I can't let it go. He's gonna say it in the end, and everybody was gonna be like, oh, Butler, you know it all along, and you was fucking silent all this time? I mean, nobody gonna say this. Nobody gonna say this. Better was blown back like a leaf dancing in the wind, knocked around over and over again like an empty can lying on the road. By now, no matter how many times Beata used the blue truth, it would have been able to defeat Lenore's red truth. You witches are truly pitiful beings. You just try to talk your way out of things endlessly in an attempt to cover up the truth. Let me borrow Lenore's words. I'm disappointed, Beatrice-san. Erika coldly delivered these decisive words to Beato, who was crawling on the ground. Detective's authority. The detective has the right to inspect all crime scenes, and I have exercised this right. Therefore, I can say this. Kinzo-san is not inside this room. Furthermore, this room is perfect locked room. From the above 2 points, I can state this fact. This room has been uninhabited all along. Natsuki-san was lying about having met Kinzo-san here last night. And that's a checkmate, Beatrice-san. What do you think of this? All it takes is the presence of this room, and a deduction like this becomes trivial for Erika. Your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? At these words, the final wedge shattered. At the same time, the pitch-black gate, which was about to open, shattered once again. This time, the raw portal has been completely destroyed. No longer would Kinzo be permitted to exist in this room or escape from it. Beata struggled on her feet, but this was the best she could do. She no longer had the energy to fight. She had been taking all of the denying red head-on from close range. It was all she could do to withstand the pain, which was so strong it felt like she'd vomit up all her insides. Even Beata, who had held a monopoly on the title of the strongest and most evil witch of all time, couldn't do a thing against a witch hunter. No matter how sturdy a sandcastle you built on a beach, it can never win against a rising tide. Sorry, Kinzo. She really is too tough for me. Beatrice, I thank you. You fought so hard for me despite your lingering grudge. Where's Butler? Time for Butler to talk! Yes, it's true that your life flashed when you see death coming. I've remembered how once you looked when you were young. You were annoyingly like Butler. Butler is now carrying on everything, including my soul and the right to lead the family. I no longer have any regrets. Yes, let's go, finally. I'm sorry. Butler, my apologies. Though I swore to fight with you once again. I may settle my account with something like this. I fucking hate you guys. I fucking hate this type of shit. Like, this is so obvious. This is so obvious. How beautiful. To Beata, it seemed as though Butler had met her gaze. There was no way he could have. But Butler was a peace butler. There was no way he could see Beata in a higher level world. However, his eyes really did meet hers. Even though they couldn't have, Beata was sure they did. As Erika, Eva and the others closed in on Natsuki, questioning her over and over, only Butler stood apart from the tumult. His expression held none of the enthusiasm and excitement that the other human had. It was just piercingly and coldly surveyed the scene. And the expression on his face was a quiet displeasure, anger. He wasn't feeling compassion for Natsuki because her lie was about to be exposed. However, he couldn't forgive Erika, who was simply enjoying the intellectual of cornering Natsuki, or any of the people going around with your "Stop saying this fucking word! Jesus Christ! Like, who thought it was a good idea? What does he say in Japanese? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Then he whispered softly, I fucking hate you, Butler, too. I saw him. Dame. No good. Biara and the others definitely heard that. You don't think Butler might turn things around from this weakened position? I probably could have done it back in the day. And Butler can probably do it. Oh, now he's like your favorite fucking grandchild, you bitch. Excuse you. You. Oh, now that it's convenient to you, huh? Butler, if you are indeed the man who will inherit everything from me, now is the time to prove it. Don't let the legend of a golden witch end here. It's true that I met Father here last night. It's true, and he spoke to me to assure me a family glorious history, and as well as the burden of bearing it. Your lie was already exposed, Natsuki-san. We already know that you were alone in this room last night. Would you please give this up now and launch into your confession? The culprit's refusal to capitulate in proportion to the poor quality of a mystery. Well... Wait, did Natsuki confirm that she wasn't talking to Kinzo on the phone? Frederica, Beatrice, Lenore... Oh. It's farther away. Hold on. Cornelia, Gertrude, Frederica, Shimiya, Natsuki... Frederica. You spoke to Kinzo-san. It may be strange to ask, but the report of innocent... It's the same Kinzo-san. You didn't, for instance, start calling this room itself Father after Father's death, right? That's what she's asking. You said you gave a report to the dead servant to Father before bed, right? So does it mean you were here alone, delivering your report directly to the wall of the study and addressing it as... Okay, so they did not exclude the option of Natsuki talking on the phone. Well, it doesn't matter because Kinzo's dead, but, you know, there's still this option. I almost certainly gave him a report, said goodnight to him, the room rest right. I was not trying to... In this case, can you repeat what I tell to you? I repeat whatever you want. Ushirimi and Natsuki at 11 o'clock last night spoke with Ushirimi and Kinzo in this room, where he was also present. Okay, this illuminates it. That's it. It's still... We still could kind of go around it. Like, he was present on the phone, right? There's one last thing. Seriously, Natsuki-san. You didn't throw him out the window? The Kinzo that he mentioned refers to nothing other than Shiramiya Kinzo. Natsuki claims that she was face-to-face with Kinzo. Okay, face-to-face is definitely the one that disproves phone call. Okay. Would you please give this up now and launch into your confession? The culprit's refusal to capitulate is proportional to the poor quality of a mystery. At least show me that the third-rate mystery had some redeeming qualities in the end. Tell him! Fucking finally! I was waiting for this for an hour and 40 fucking minutes. Excuse you? Yeah, that's no good. No goddamn good at all. Butler, who had been silent all by himself until then. I can't believe that Butler is so much better than me in everything. He's taller than me, he's better reader than me, he's fucking has great memory. This is so unfair. Like, what is this? Butler is fucking my mortal enemy. Oh, and he also kinda like romantically or something intertwined with a girl I like. Beatrice, the golden witch. This is unfair. This is like... He's just modified version of me. How is this normal? How is this okay? Butler had been... I'm sorry. Butler had been silent all by himself up until then, finally spoke. At first, it sounded as though he was attacking Natsuki. However, when Erika realized that he was glaring directly at her, her expression visibly clouded with displeasure. Exactly what? Is no good. If the mystery is third rate, then so is detective. Listen up. I'll be grandfather for you. But Butler? You'll be Kinzo-san? Are you saying you'll become Kinzo-san to reenact this disappearance from this room? You can't possibly intend to deny my checkmate? That's ridiculous! What is this man saying? Hey, new girl. Is this your first game here? Butler fucking went all mean girls on her. Oh no! Give me your lunch money, little girl. What is this? Sorry, but calling checkmate after something like this is no good. Yeah, it's no goddamn good at all. Butler's hazard. Okay, let's not go this way. What are you talking about, Butler? You're gonna be dead? Yeah, I reenacted. I'll become grandfather and disappear from this room. You can't use the window or the door. How are you gonna do it? Did you find where the hidden door is? Why is this Butler smart? Oh, suddenly I fucking thought Butler gonna be smart only when Federica uses them, but no, this Butler is suddenly really smart and everybody fucking loves him. What is this? Please bring back Butler, who's a total fucking loser. You see, Butler is getting like character development through all of this umineko playthrough, but I don't. How is this fair? How is this fair? Now I'm gonna pray for his demise. What is this? Did you find where hidden room is? I don't have a clue. Yeah, not a clue. Russell. That sound wasn't just the noise of an onlooker's fidgeting. It was a provocative chill that ran up Erika's spine. Ooh, she's scared. I like it. I like it. Yes, you're after all the Shiromiya family head, the one who bears the head's ring. It should be more than qualify you to stand in for Kinzo-san. So let me hear your deduction. Erika's expression was no longer a challenging smile. It was no longer a challenging smile. It was malicious, extremely displeased. She couldn't... Is somebody talking on the backtrack of this song? She couldn't conceal her anger at having her most pleasurable moment ruined. How will he get us out of here? I've got it. I see. So this move is still valuable. So you finally figured it out, you old geezer. Hidden doors and hiding under the bed. All this stuff is so pathetic, I was almost weeping for you. This is the Shiromiya Kinzo we're talking about here. There has got to be more thrilling, an exciting answer. Exactly. How pitiful that I couldn't even match my own integrity. And now pitiful that with all these relatives of my present, the only one to understand me is a grandson who's returned after 6 years of absence. Butler, you are my acting proxy. Do not disgrace my legacy. Sure thing, Grumps. I'll teach this guest what the mystery of the Shiromiya family head is all about, Majesty. What are you planning to do, Father? Natsuhi, Beatrice, stand up and watch. We'll show you what it means to be the head of the Shiromiya family. That Butler, what is he trying to prove? There's no way he can do anything. This is a perfect locked room. And Natsuhi, come over here. I'll tell you how I want you to move. Butler called Natsuhi over to the window and whispered something to her with her back towards the other. Miss Lenore, isn't there a remote chance of a mistake? There isn't a remote chance. Fuck. 15 minutes till break. 15 minutes till break. I can do it. I can do it. Miss Lenore, there isn't a remote chance of a mistake, is there? Oh, did it start like exactly at 4 AM today? That's funny. It is impossible for Kinzo and a witch to sleep out of this room, correct? Of course. Your truth, Cornelia. And our Imperial Guards. Who the fuck is Cornelia? What's Cornelia referencing? Maybe it's just a name, but I don't think so. I feel like it's a reference to something, because every other name was a reference. Isn't Cornelia is a book too? I'm sorry. Hold on. Nah. Okay, so it probably proves that... maybe she named it for some character. It probably proves that Gertrude is not the reference to anything. Sorry, I'm scrolling Wikipedia. As it usually goes. Feminine given name. Fictional character. Cornelia Hell. Oh, the Guardian of Earth in the Witch! Comics TV series! Oh shit! I forgot about her. Jesus. So true. Cornelia Arim, a royal mage and a major antagonist in Fire Emblem Three Houses and Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes. I should play Fire Emblem. I played some really first Fire Emblem game in emulator long time ago. None of this. Some old characters. Those all of them are new. Cornelia II Britannia. Is she not second? A fictional character in the anime series called Gias. Called Gias, I miss you. I miss you so much. I miss you. Did you see that there's Code Geass Gacha where they make like a love child to every fucking character in the original series? They gave every character, every pair of characters from original series a love child. This was so weird. On topic of gacha, did you see this tweet? Did you see that they announced a fucking new Love Live game, and in the same tweet they said, "Oh, we announced a new Love Live game. How exciting!" And then they said it's gonna be gone after fucking 6 months or something of work. What is going on with Love Live games? I played only the first one with Muses, and I didn't play any other one. There was one with Muses, one with Aquas, right? Or it was one about the third generation, and this is the fourth one or something? I don't know, I'm not keeping up with Love Live that much. But I do like Love Live. I love Muses and Aquas. I watch the animes. I do love Love Live. You wanna hear who my Oshi is? Let's talk about this real quick. My Oshi from Muse is Nozomi-chan, and my Oshi from Aquas is Daya. Really based? Based? I've been seeing all this based in chat. There is no base in chat. I'm here alone. Yeah, there would be a lot of base in chat if my chat were cool, you know? Okay, sorry. Your tooth Cornelia and the Empirical Guards. Double check that the seal of the locked room is perfect. I forgot the word. I forgot the word. Cool. I can't remember the word that I want to say. Nice. For your attention, I beg to inform you of the following. Our barrier is perfect. For your attention, there are no hidden doors, and escape will not be granted through the door or the window. She's so cute. How the fuck she's so cute? She's like, she's so cute. She like has this round face, and your haircut is makes your face look even rounder. She's so adorable. Also, this uniform is great. At least the top part. Bottom part is trash as always. Oops, I missed line. I'm sorry. Oh, I remember the word. I'm stalling. I'm stalling till the break. I don't know. I'm kind of tired. My throat is sore. And I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something in the break. Stop talking! Read your fucking umineko, you moron. For your protection, there are no hidden rooms, no escape to be granted through the door, the windows, guards. If Butler breaks through the barrier, fire your arrows without hesitation. Chester troops, Roger, Butler-sama, prepare yourself. Does Meta Butler talk to them before? Escaping from this room is impossible. But he'll do it, yeah. Woohoo! He's certain he can succeed even without any basis. That's what it means to be the Rishimiya family head, yeah. I have no clue what's gonna happen, by the way. True. Let's watch. Yeah. Let's see the majesty of Rich's opponent. Then I'll begin. Everyone nodded and watched Butler's every move. So, I'm the grandfather, and I was lying in bed like this, grunting under my understanding of Natsuhi's report or whatever. Butler laid down in the bed himself. As if it still mattered now, Erika grumbled about disturbing the crime scene, but no one listened to her. Then I stopped answering and fell asleep. Well, realistically speaking, I probably get tired of it all, of all the talking and only pretend to be asleep. You know me too well. Does he? Does he? I see that father was going to sleep. Bow silently and leave. Natsuhi lowered her head to Butler, who was lying down in the bed, and turned around. Then she started wandering around as though doing an inspection of the room. After seeing grandfather go to sleep, Aunt Natsuhi apparently performs an inspection of the room before leaving. Of course, she has Sharon-chan and the others clean in every day, but she still checks in thoughtfully herself, making sure there was no dust piling up, making sure that he hadn't run out of any consumables. Yes, this family had treasured rooms, so I checked everything carefully myself instead of relying entirely on the servants. I do this every single time. That's true, but I'm always check things very carefully. Her inspections is very detailed, and she even checks all the consumables in the washroom one by one. That's fucked up. In other words, it's not just dust on the windows like you see all the time on the TV. She even checks to see that there's enough soap and toilet paper in the washroom. Oh, he sleep out before her? Pretty devoted, if you ask me. I wouldn't kill you to skip a day from time to time. That is my routine. Nose got blocked. Fuck. Huh? I must become complacent in my inspection of the head's room for even a single day. What is your point? Please don't make us time putting on airs. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's take a break right now. Let's take a break right now. Be right back. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe not 5 minutes. I need to eat something real quick. I'm gonna be back as soon as I can. I'm sorry. You're back!